This is every single plant in Grow A Garden, ranging from common ones to the best plants in the game, and today I'm going to be getting every mutation on every single plant in the game. And here we are, we might as well go ahead and get straight into it. So let's start off by placing our queen bee along with our butterfly. And then the reason that I'm doing this is because the queen bee in like 17 minutes will refresh the butterfly's ability, effectively pretty much cutting the time in half that I have to wait. So now in the meantime, we gotta get the moon melons, and we actually have 11 of these seeds, so that's really nice. We can like plant multiple down at a time. So now to get the biggest ones possible, let's go ahead and get our mooncats out, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And now the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is pull out some pancake stacks, just so like they can all gather around one place, you know? So let's place them all down, and let's actually like spread them out a tad bit more like that should be good. So now while we wait for their cooldown to go down, we only have like 25 seconds. Oh wait a minute, their cooldowns go down quick. Okay, wait, let's actually go ahead and pick them all up and then spam them all back down quickly, just so like all their cooldowns will refresh at the same time, you know? And there we go, that's a lot better. So now we need some sprinklers, and we got basic, grandmaster ones, godly, or that was advanced, godly, and then I'm missing master ones. Let's go ahead and recall wrench to the gear shop and then buy some. There goes my Robux. No! Fortunately, I only have to buy one. Okay, and then to make these things even bigger, we're also gonna go ahead and buy... Bro, did they take it out? The sweet soaker sprinkler? Bro, they removed the sweet soaker sprinkler. What is this? Tis be unfortunate. Oh yeah, also, if you didn't know, what the pancakes do is like they attract pets towards them. So like as you can see, we got like 3 mooncats sleeping literally right here. And let's actually move the pancakes to like the middle of the lot, just so it's like a bit easier to plant the stuff down, you know? There we go. So now we can go ahead and start placing all the sprinklers down. The Grandmaster, Master, Godly, and let's place 2 of those down actually. Let's place like 2 advanced ones down and then 2 basic ones. And bro, look at how much cats are over here. This is gonna be perfect. See what I did there? Perfect. Okay, anyways, the cats are about to sleep. Okay, let's go ahead and place a bunch of moon melon seeds down here, and then we gotta quickly hit a grow wall. Come on. And come on. Ooh, okay, we got some decently sized ones, but like not anything crazy. Okay, yeah, I think this is one of those cases where we just have to try again. And I'm only gonna grow all like 3 or 4 times, so like I'm not gonna waste thousands of Robux, you know? With that being said, let's wait for the cat's abilities to go off again. Okay, nice. Then let's go ahead and pick up all the moon melons quickly. Oh, and I forgot they can replant themselves. Okay, and now I gotta hit them with a grow wall real quick. Come on, faster. Load faster. Okay, and yeah, this is already a lot better. Which one looks like the biggest? I really can't tell. Okay, yeah, currently these are averaging like around 60 kgs. I think this one right here is actually the biggest one so far. So let's go ahead and favorite tool it. And then let's just try this. I want to say like 3 more times. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this like 3 more times, and then we'll go from there. Okay, there we go. Their abilities are starting to go off. Let's go ahead and pick up all the moon melons and then grow all. Okay, and I could be wrong, but this one right here looks a tad bit bigger. So let's go ahead and favorite tool it. And then I'm assuming my godly sprinklers are about to run out. So let's go ahead and place another one down. And then same with the advanced ones and then basic ones. And then the other ones should be chilling. Okay, here we go again though. Let's go ahead and get ready to pick up all the moon melons. And ooh, wait, we got a lot of them here. And then come on, grow all. And whoops, I forgot to unfavorite that one. Yo, and wait, I think we definitely got some bigger ones. Yes, look at this one. This one's huge right here. Go ahead and favorite tool that, unfavorite this other one, and then let's also go ahead and unfavorite that other one. Okay, and I know what I said earlier, but 2 more times. I'll do this one and then 1 more after that. So let's wait for our cat's abilities to go off. And come on, y'all, I need y'all to lock in. Yes, bro, look at how much there is here. That's like, what, 3 of them? Okay, nice. We got like 4 cats over there. And then come on, grow all. Give me a big one, please. Kind of mid, if I'm being honest. Okay, and yeah, we only got like 2 more minutes left on our sprinklers, so let's just do this till our sprinklers run out. Yo, go. We still have like a minute left on our sprinkler, but look at the thing we just pulled. Let's get my favorite tool out quick. Okay, yeah, I don't even think we have to do it again. Let's just go ahead and pick up our moon cats at this point. Then let's go ahead and pick up all the other moon melons. And bro, nah, the ones that I just picked up are 100 kgs. Imagine how much that big one is worth. Okay, but anyways, I just realized, how am I even supposed to move this thing? Like, you literally can't see the stud of it. Like, we got this other smaller one here, but like this one is tiny compared to the other one. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up this other smaller one, and then let's try to like trowel all of these out of there. Okay, there you go. Nice, I got the big one. Let's go ahead and move over here to the side, and then let's go ahead and reclaim all these other moon melons. There we go, nice. So now I gotta work on getting 5 mutations on this gigantic monster of a moon melon before the queen bee's ability goes off. So let's get my favorite tool out, and hopefully it already has chilled. It does. Okay, nice. That saves us a mutation spray. So now we can go ahead and pull out the mutation sprays. So we got a windstruck one, cloud touched. Then we also got a chocolate sprinkler. And is this even gonna reach? It did. Okay, nice. And now instead of wasting another mutation spray, I'ma hopefully let our queen bee apply pollinated to it in 14 seconds, because that's just another thing her ability does, you know? Okay, there she goes. And did she apply to the right one? She did not. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just use a honey sprinkler, which will get us honey glazed. So now we just gotta wait a minute, and then this thing will turn rainbow. And I still can't get over how big this thing is. Like, it has to be at least 300 kgs. Oh, and yeah, also, in the meantime, while we wait, I want to let you know that we're getting super close to 100,000 subscribers. So if you want to be part of the OG 100K, make sure to subscribe. And with all that being said, our queen bee is about to do her thing. Yes, look at that. Rainbow flutter, let's go. Come on, butterfly. And a nice. Let's go ahead and favorite tool it up real quick before I pick it up by accident. I can go ahead and pick up my butterfly now, though. And I'm actually going to leave my queen bee down so that I can get pollinated. Or wait, no, never mind. I already got pollinated on another moon melon. Okay, I do not need her anymore. And now that we got a rainbow on this thing, though, we can go ahead and get started with all the mutations. So let's start off by joining in on my alt account so that I can place a kitsune to get chakra or corrupt chakra. Then on my main account, let's go ahead and get our corrupt kitsunes out to hopefully get corrupt or corrupt foxfire chakra. Then let's also go ahead and get our corrupted lobster thermidor. And this guy is just a normal lobster thermidor, so every 14 minutes they'll try to apply molten, and then every 30 minutes they'll try to apply meteoric, but he has a corrupt shard on it, so it also gives us a chance of getting corruption or corrupted. Ooh, and then we also needed this event, so that's perfect. Okay, but then let's also go ahead and pull out our tranquil lobster thermidor, which is the exact same thing as the corrupted one, but he has a tranquil shard on him. Next, let's also go ahead and pop down our disco bees. Those are pretty self-explanatory. And then we still have 2 more slots, so for one of them, let's go ahead and get our Raiju out, and then let's go ahead and place our aromatic bear bee. Why not? And then this guy will give us honey glaze and then aromatic too. And now, while we're waiting for all their cooldowns, let's go ahead and move on to the mutation sprays. So we got a cloud touched one, a wet one, amber, verdant, and then I'm actually gonna pass on all the cooking ones, so like fried and then burnt. You'll see why in a bit. For now though, let's go ahead and run over to the gear shop, and then I need the 2 shock mutation sprays. Oh, and while I'm here, I also need a tanning mirror, so let's go ahead and buy one of those. Nice, so now we can go ahead and place down the tanning mirror, and then let's actually go ahead and pull out a carrot. Then let's wait for it to grow, and now let's go ahead and apply the shock mutation to it. And I know what you're thinking, what are you doing? And the reason that I'm actually doing this is because if we check out the Raiju's ability, every 10 minutes it devours a fruit with shock mutation for 1.5 times the shekel value. And while that's kind of mid, doing that will mutate 4 other fruits around it with static, and that's just like one of the mutations we need, you know? Oh, and yeah, also for my pets with the shards on them, so like our lobsters and then our bear bee, they need to be nearby the fruit for them to actually use their pet shard. So I'm gonna go ahead and place those pancake stacks back down. So that'll help us get aromatic, tranquil, and then corrupted a bit faster. Ooh, and then a thunderstorm? This is low-key really bad timing, because what happens if the thunderstorm strikes our huge moon melon and then the Raiju eats it instead of the carrot? Wait, that's actually really bad. Let's go ahead and feed our Raiju some toys to speed him up. Come on, bro. I need you to go mad quick. Take more than one if you need. Oh, you can only apply one at a time. Whoopsie. Bro, this is like the one time I don't want lightning to strike my plot. Okay, nice. There goes the Raiju. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and place down the lightning rod. Okay, come on, lightning. You can strike the moon melons now. And then let's also go ahead and pick up our Raiju. And nice, it looks like that did it. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go. And now, since we only have one extra pet slot, I'm gonna just go ahead and place down the junk bot because I like struggle with this guy a lot. So like I really want to get the oil mutation out of the way real quick, you know? Okay, and here goes our first round of abilities. Come on, lobster. Failed. Okay, that's all right. The disco bee is about to do its thing. Trust. Come on, bro. Bro. Also, low-key, let's go ahead and fully grow these moon melons. Bruh, and the other disco bee also failed. Okay, but as I was saying, let's go ahead and grow the other moon melons, and I did not mean to pick it up. Bruh. Also, wait, low-key, it probably would be good to pick them up just because it will be harder for our Spinosauruses to do their thing later on. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick them up, and let's just go ahead and watering can them like crazy again. And now all we gotta do is wait a few more minutes for our corrupted kitsune's abilities to go off. Okay, and here we go. Their abilities are going off, so that should get us the corrupt chakra that we need. Yes, there they go. Come on, Foxfire chakra, please. Why didn't no text pop up? Wait, did we get it or not? Bro, what? Corrupted kitsunes? No shot, y'all failed. You guys literally, like, are supposed to be the easiest thing to get. How do you guys fail? On the bright side, our actual kitsune's ability is about to go off, and he has an 100% success rate, so, like... And bro, look at that thing. It looks even crazier when you pick it up. Anyways, we got chakra now, meaning we can go ahead and leave on my alt. Also, our junk bot's ability is about to go off, and I'm not gonna lie, I always struggle with his ability. So to hopefully help him, he's gonna get some toys. Junk bot, where are you? Here you are. Found ya. Come on, please. Please, junk bot. Yes! Bro, he did it first try. And to the right, Moon Melon. Junkbot, you're the GOAT. Thank you. Well, we can go ahead and pick him up and stuff him in the never-ending bag now. And in his place, I'm gonna go ahead and place my queen bee back down. And that's because I kind of deleted the Moon Melon that had pollinated on it. So, like, I need something else that can give me pollinated now. And why not bring out a pet that has a double whammy? The queen bee is gonna refresh someone's ability, and then she's also gonna apply pollinated to the Moon Melon. Also, let's low-key go ahead and fully grow these other moon melons now. Bro, and I just picked them up on accident. At least they weren't mutated. Oh, and yo, we already got Tranquil on it. Well, I guess it's a good thing that we picked up the other ones on accident. Okay, yeah, I'll just let them grow naturally, low-key. Ooh, and then also our Bear Bee's abilities are about to go off. So that should get us Honey Glazed and then also Aromatic, hopefully. Bro, and look at how goofy the Bear Bee looks. Okay, but nice, that's Honey Glazed. So now we need Aromatic. Come on, Bear Bee, please. If he gets his Aromatic here, I can go ahead and pick him up and replace him with something else. Of course he failed. Nah, but trust, our disco bees are about to get us disco, and then our lobsters are about to get us molten and then meteoric. They're about to have the lock-in of the century. Trust, bro. Bruh. Luckily, Mitch has got us covered. Trust. Bruh. Ooh, nice. We got molten, though. So now from our lobsters, we only need meteoric and then corrupted. Not too bad, actually. Bruh, and bruh. Time to go back to waiting. It'll be a while before any of our pets' abilities go off. Okay, and here we go. The abilities are about to go off. We should guaranteed get corrupted chakra here. Okay, there we go. We got pollinated. I'm not seeing corrupt chakra, though. There we go. Okay, nice. Our kitsunes were low-key trolling today, but we got it, so that's all that really matters. We can go ahead and pick them up now, and I'ma actually hold off a bit on picking up our queen bee till she does her ability to, like, refresh somebody else's ability, you know? Bruh. And the meteoric failed. Rip. That's alright, we can go ahead and pick her up now, though. And now, let's go ahead and place down 2 chicken zombies to get the zombified mutations, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and place down the spaghetti sloth. And then we need, like, 3 mutations from this guy, so he'll probably be down for a while. Okay, and yeah, look at that. The disco bee failed also, and so did the lobster thermidor. And them doing that brings me to my next point, which is I'm low-key just gonna give all my pets like half an hour to an hour, and then when we get back, we'll go from there. Because either way, it's not like I can do much else in the meantime, you know? Or wait, actually, there is one more thing that I can do before I dip. Let's go ahead and place some gnome crates down. And you'll see why I did this a bit later. For now, though, time to go AFK. Okay, and it's only been a bit over half an hour, but look at this. Without even unfavoriting the Moon Melon, we can already tell that it's got disco on it, meaning we can go ahead and pick up our disco bees. And then if we check out these other Moon Melons, we can see that we already got aromatic on it. Ooh, and then the spaghetti sloth literally just applied pasta onto the big Moon Melon. And that's actually the only other mutation we needed, because if we check out this Moon Melon, it has meatball and sauce, and then meatball plus sauce plus pasta equals spaghetti. So that's just another pet that we can go ahead and pick up. And then we can also go ahead and pick up the aromatic bear bee since we already got aromatic. And just like that, we have half our pet slots free. Let's go. And let's see, what should we do now? Wait, are our crates done? Okay, half of them are. Let's go ahead and open all these up. And now let's go ahead and place all our gnomes down. Oh, and yeah, look at this. We even got a golden gnome. We didn't get that like right now, but I unlocked it a while ago. Anyways, at this point, you're probably wondering, why did I just place like 20 gnomes down? And that's where I introduce you to my good old friend, Gnome. Yes, they made a gnome pet. And if we go ahead and plop him down and then check out his ability, every 10 minutes, he has a 1% chance to mutate a random fruit with a gnomed mutation. And I know, 1% is actually diabolical, but that's where the second part of his ability. And yo, wait, we just got meteoric. Okay, but anyways, the second part of his ability is it gains an additional 1.09% chance for every gnome cosmetic in my garden. So since I just placed like 20 some gnomes down, that means this little guy right here will have like a 20% chance of applying the gnomed mutation. And while we're on the topic of new pets, we might as well do all the brain rot ones since those are like really easy. So we got the lemon lion, and I still can't get over how crazy this guy's ability is. That brain rot's in 100x, by the way. Okay, but then we also got the peach wasp, and this guy will give us plasma. And then finally, actually, I'm gonna wait till later to place this guy down. I was gonna place the apple gazelle down, but let's first go ahead and place some sugar apple trees down and then let them grow. So let's plop a few down. And then we'll watering can them up, why not? Just give them a few splashes, you know? And then in the apple gazelle's place... Ooh, and yo, W, wait, we got zombified now. We got a bunch of extra slots again. But now, as I was saying, in their place, let's go ahead and pull out the pterodactyls. And apparently I only got one. Okay, that's all right. So I guess I'll just go ahead and place the kappa down to hopefully turn this wet mutation into bloodlet. And yo, we already got the brain rot mutation. Bro, that's what I love about the lemon line. It's literally a guaranteed thing. Like, look at that. Every 5 minutes, you get a guaranteed 100x multiplier. That's actually crazy. Anyways, for the last two pets, let's just go ahead and place down the brand new griffins. And what these guys do is every 15 minutes, they flaunt their wings and release a cyclone. Pets struck have a cooldown advance by 67 seconds. And then if fruits get struck, they have a 10% chance of getting the cyclonic mutation. And then we can actually use that cyclonic mutation to get an even better mutation. So pretty much if we get cyclonic and then tempestuous, which is just windstruck and then not cyclonic, and then the tornado, whatever the tornado gives. So combining cyclonic and then tempestuous will give us the new maelstrom mutation, which is another 100x. So yeah, the griffins will definitely be adding a lot of value to our moon melons. Also, wait, I just realized we finally got meteoric and then molten. The only thing we're missing is corrupted, if I'm not mistaken. We don't got corrupted on the huge moon melon, do we? We do not. Okay, wait, that means I can go ahead and pick up my tranquil lobster though. And we now got another extra slot, which for this one, I'm gonna just go ahead and place down my golden goosey boy. He's such a silly goose. Look at him. Also, what this guy will do is he'll spawn an egg with the fortune mutation on it. And then what we'll do is eventually we'll use a spinosaurus to transfer that fortune mutation onto the moon melon. Also, our corrupted lobster is about to try to apply the corrupted mutation, so let's hope he succeeds. Let's go! W Lobster Thermidor. Let's replace him with the Spriggan. And then also, our gnome is about to do his thing. Come on. Bruh, he failed. Bro, how much gnomes do I got down for you? And you're still failing? That's crazy. Okay, trust. Our Kappa will succeed, though. Okay, and there we go. The Kappa's ability is actually about to go off. And watch this. Bloodlet first try. Come on, Kappa Kappa. Look at your goofy face. You got this. Okay, then. His ability went off, but I didn't get, like, no text saying if we succeeded or not. And it doesn't look like these small moon melons have bloodlet on it. What about the big boy one? Nope, he failed, I guess. Hopefully our pterodactyl gets us tempestuous right here. Yes, sir, he did. Windstruck and twisted. That's the mutation I was talking about. Twisted. We can go ahead and pick him up now. And then let's go ahead and replace him with a tanuki. And this guy will hopefully get us moonlit. And I'm not gonna lie, for the amount of time we've been doing this, we've been getting some crazy good progress done. We have like pretty much most of the main mutations already. Well, like excluding the pets that we have down. And actually, I just realized I never put the chocolate mutation back on it after turning it into rainbow. So let's go ahead and get our chocolate sprinkler out and then place that bad boy down. And there we go. It's now chocolate. Oh, and then also our gnome's ability is about to go off again. And conveniently, these crates just finished opening. So let's go ahead and crack them all open real quick. And then let's open my station and place them all down real quick. You better not fail, gnome. You literally got all your buddies watching you. Imagine how embarrassing it would be if you failed. Please. Please. Bruh. GG's only, I guess. And at this point, I would normally go AFK for like another half hour to let like all the more rarer pets to do their thing, you know? But our golden goose is about to lay his eggs, so I'm gonna just wait for that. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and water these sugar apple trees so that they can grow faster. And I don't know how, but I only have 5 watering cans. We're gonna have to recall wrench to the shop and buy more. Okay, but anyways, now that we're here, let's go ahead and buy some watering cans. And ooh, there's a godly sprinkler in stock. Don't mind if I do. Bro, nah, what are the chances of that? Let's go. Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and watering can the rest of these sugar apples up. And that should have honestly been enough. Now I just need our golden goose to do his goosey things and lay his eggs so I can pick him up. Oh, and then wait, our griffins are also about to lock in. Same with our kappa. Come on, kappa. Did you turn anything into bloodlet? Doesn't look like it, but on the bright side, our golden goose laid his egg, so we can go ahead and pick him up. And then look, watch this. Our things are about to do their thing. Wait, did we get the cyclonic mutation? There was way too much text to read, if I'm being honest. Tempestuous. Bruh, how didn't we get it? Like, all of them were right here, like all the tornadoes. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. We didn't get it. And now, before I place the next pet down, I actually need a few more pet equip slots. Just because the chance of getting the next mutation is, like, extremely low. So, like, I'm trying to get the highest odds possible, you know? Oh, and wait, look at that. Nice. Peach Wasp applied plasma to Sugar Apple. I wish it wasn't to the Sugar Apple, but, like, I mean, oh well. Wait, actually, I really didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and hit a grow wall. I wanted to wait, but those Sugar Apples are gonna be a real problem. Now that we did that, though, let's go ahead and pick up the Peach Wasp, and then let's place the Apple Gazelle down. And what this guy will do is every single time we pick up a Sugar Apple, he has a 2% chance to apply the warped mutation. And look, we're about to get it first try. First try. First try. First try, let's go. We need to trowel the plasma mutation out of there now though, which is this one, and then which one has plasma? That one right there. Let's go ahead and pick up the rest of these sugar apples, and hopefully we get plasma like on the Moon Melon, because having plasma and then warped on 2 separate sugar apple trees is like a real problem. And of course we didn't get it. I guess I'll just go ahead and reclaim these other sugar apples. There's nothing we can really do about that. Let's go ahead and pick up the Apple Gazelle though. And now let's go ahead and pull out the Spinosauruses. And to assure the Spinosauruses eat the mutations off the sugar apples, let's go ahead and favorite one more Moon Melon. Ooh, and our gnome's ability is about to go off again. Come on, Peya. Please, lock in. Same with you, Kappa. Please. Ooh, literally, wait. All our abilities are about to go off. Spriggans, the Kappas, and then the gnomes. Bro, how are you failing when you have like a, what, 30% chance at this point? The Kappa really didn't show anything once again. And then we're still waiting for the Spriggan. Low-key, for the Spriggan, let's go ahead and get some carrots ready. Just in case he, like, decides to walk away, you know? And look at that. We got Bloom. Let's go. And now, while we wait for the Spinosaurus's abilities to go off, let's go ahead and move on to getting ceramic. And this one, like, actually requires a lot more hands-on work. So let's go ahead and get our carrots ready. Then we need jackalopes. Then we also need wet mutation sprays, which we should have a few somewhere around here. Yes, 3. And then we also need a burnt mutation spray. Or actually, do I have fried? Yes, I have more of those. Okay, we'll use that. And now we need to get sandstorm off this this guy. And his cooldown literally only takes like 99 seconds, so this honestly shouldn't take too long. I was just thinking, ideally we get Sandstorm on this Moon Melon that already has wet, and then I save myself a wet mutation spray, you know? Low-key, for the funsies, what happens if I give the jackalope some toys? Like, how fast will his ability refresh? So that's a small toy and then a medium one. Bruh. He failed? Ooh, but wait, he literally does this ability every minute now. That's crazy. And then the chance is up to 20%. Okay, yeah, there's no shot we don't get the Sandstorm mutation within the next 5 minutes. Yeah, look, what'd I tell you? Bruh, he applied it to a sugar apple, though. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait for that one to fully grow. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. That's just another reason that I gotta, like, get these sugar apples, like, out of my garden ASAP. Wait, and did we get the tornado thing? Okay, wait, let's go ahead and pick up the jackalope first. And did we seriously not get cyclonic yet? Oh, wait, we got bloodlit and it's on the big boy Moon Melon. Let's go. So now we just need our gnome to do his thing. Come on, please, gnome. Bruh. Okay, yeah, low-key, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting really not happy with these sugar apples. Last grow wall of the video, trust. There we go, let's go ahead and pick up all the normal sugar apples. Then let's go ahead and add the wet mutation to the sandy sugar apple. So we now have clay. And now to get ceramic, we just gotta put the fried thing on it. The fried spray. And just like that, we got ceramic. And that's actually why I said earlier that I was gonna pass like on all the fried mutations, you know, like fried, burnt, and then so on. So now to get these 3 mutations off the sugar apple like as soon as possible, we're gonna go ahead and give both of our Spinosauruses a small and medium toy. And then let's go ahead and favorite 2 of these Moon Melons. Oh, and wait, the Spinosaurus is already going crazy. I thought he still had like 10 minutes left. Okay, there you go. He took the warped mutation though, so that's good. Yeah, ceramic, corrupt, fortune, warped, and brain rot. So now we just need to get the plasma mutation off the sugar apple. Okay, and there he goes. Come on, eat that mutation, Spinosaurus. Do your thing. Nice. Let's go. There's Tempestuous and Plasma. So now we can go ahead and reclaim these sugar apple trees. And then we can go ahead and unfavorite these Moon Melons. And now I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up our Spinosauruses till later. And now we can move on to like one of the last mutations that we need. And for this mutation, we actually need some mandrakes. So let's go ahead and plop them down. And if we go ahead and check out their ability, what they do is harvesting a mandrake crop have a 3.56% chance to apply the rot mutation to a random fruit. And since I have 4 of them, that takes that up to like a 14-ish% chance. And the only actual issue with this is that I only have 8 mandrake seeds. So like I think you can see why I want to have like as much mandrakes down as possible, you know? So let's go ahead and plant them all down. And let's actually also go ahead and pick up our tanuki to place another mandrake down. And now let's go ahead and watering can the mandrakes up. And these are only a single harvest. So let's hope we get it. Come on. First one's a bust. Oh no. We didn't get it. GG's. Yo, wait, do these guys scream? Bro, nah, why do they scream? Wait, I'm keeping one of those. That's funny. Yeah, listen to them. Bro, and they all look different too. That's cool. Let's actually keep like one of each variant. But yeah, getting rot was a fail. So let's go ahead and pick up our mandrakes and we can place our tanuki back down. And now mutations wise, we're literally only missing mutations from the pets that we have placed down. So like Moonlit from the tanuki, cyclonic from the griffins, gnomed from the gnome, and then there's also like admin mutations, which we obviously can't get those. And last but not least, super rare mutations like sun-dried and then celestial. So yeah, low-key to help our griffins out, let's go ahead and like scatter a bunch of carrot seeds around. And bruh, our gnome keeps failing. What is this? Also, the reason that I'm scattering carrots out for the griffins is because like the tornado has to hit the fruit for it to like have a chance to mutate. And since like half of my lot is empty, the chances of the griffins tornadoes like hitting the moon melons are pretty low, you know? So yeah. Oh yeah, also I can go ahead and pick up that golden egg now. And to help our griffins out even more, I'm gonna go ahead and give them some toys. Small toy, small toy. Oh wait, he's already doing his thing? Did we get it? Yeah, we still don't have it. That's crazy. And we're still also missing the gnome mutation. So let's go ahead and place another gnome down. All I gotta do now is place both of our Spinosauruses back down so they can transfer like all the mutations from these smaller moon melons onto the bigger ones. And then I still have one extra slot, so I'll place a mimic octopus down. Why not? It's not like there's another pet mutation that I'm missing. And now all I really gotta do is wait. So let's give all my pets like an hour, and then we'll be back when we get all the mutations and go from there. And the reason that I climbed in instead of just using Robux to buy it is because you can just come over to this giant and then buy the seed packs. And then the cool thing about this shop is that you can restock it with shekels. So I can just get like an infinite amount of seed packs doing this. Unfortunately though, it does get more expensive every time. But if this is what I have to do to save 17,000 Robux, I don't know about you, but I'll do it. So let's just continue doing this until I run out of shekels. And that was apparently only enough to get 30 seed packs. So let's hope we get it, or we're about to spend a whole lot of Robux. You know what? Let's actually just fast roll this. Bro, it was right there. Ouch. Okay, and yeah, we unfortunately didn't get it. This is gonna hurt. Just like that, we got another 50 sprout seed packs. They're exotic this time though. So now let's hope we get the princess thorn within these 50, or I'm gonna have to buy another 50. At this point, I'm gonna just be buying them in increments of 10, and hopefully I get it from those. And I'll spare you the trouble of showing you what happened next. Let's just say I got cooked. Bro, and not getting it out of 99 packs is actually diabolical. Well, here goes the pity. Let's go. We finally got the princess thorn and then a Poseidon plant. Yeah, if that doesn't deserve a subscribe, I don't know what does. Nah, but seriously, we're trying to hit 100k, so if you want to be a part of the OG 100k, make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Okay, but anyways, now to grow the biggest one possible, we're actually gonna go ahead and place it down. Then let's spend even more Robux on the grow wall. And are you serious right now? It didn't even fully grow it. What is this? I'm gonna just place a Triceratops down at this point and wait for it. I've spent enough Robux. And plus, it's only a 3-minute wait. Okay, and there he goes. Come on. Okay, it didn't fully grow it, but that's all right. I didn't need it for it to fully grow it. Let's go ahead and pick him up. Then let's place down the basic, advanced, then the godly sprinkler. And then let's bring my main account over to place down the master and then the grandmaster sprinkler. There we go. Now we can destroy the princess thorn and then use my main account to hit a grow all. Oh, bro. And apparently we just did it first try. Okay, yeah, I think this is a big enough princess thorn. I can't even see the top of it. What? And now, before I do anything, let's go ahead and pull out our butterfly and then also our queen bee so it can cool down the butterfly's ability. So now in 17 minutes, the mega queen bee will cool down the butterfly, which means in the meantime, we need to get 5 mutations onto the princess thorn. And in only 15 minutes, the queen bee will apply pollinated to it. So that's 1. And then as for the other 4, I can just go ahead and apply a windstruck one, a cloud touched one. Oh, and then wait, we can also get a wet mutation from the rain. Let's wait for that, meaning we'll only need 1 more. And for that, I'll just apply the honey glaze mutation. So there we go. Now we just have to wait for it to get wet from the rain event and then to get pollinated from the queen bee. And that reminds me, let's go ahead and give our queen bee a toy to boost its ability. And now we only have to wait 9 and 10 minutes. Also, when I joined in on my main, I went ahead and placed down our kitsune so that we could get chakra or foxfire chakra. So with that being said, all we gotta do now is wait for our mega queen bee to do its thing. Okay, and there we go. The queen bee just applied pollinated to it. Perfect. So now we just gotta wait like a minute for the queen bee to refresh the butterfly's ability. Also, I'm still surprised that we got such a big princess thorn first try. Like, this thing reaches into the sky. I'm gonna have to try to climb it later. Also, now that I think about it, while this tropical rain is going on, let's go ahead and buy some carrots. And hopefully we can get drenched, since that's another mutation that we need. Bruh. And as soon as I place the carrots down, the event stops. Okay, but anyways, on the bright side, the queen bee just refreshed the ability. And there we go. It's now rainbow. So now let's go ahead and favorite it so I don't accidentally pick it up. And whoa, why is it that color? Shouldn't it be rainbow? Anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Let's pick up our butterfly. And then the first pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is my Raiju. Then let's also place down both of our disco bees, corrupted kitsunes, and then last but not least, our lobster thermidors. The lobster thermidors will get us molten, meteoric, and then even tranquil because I applied a tranquil pet chart to one. The corrupted kitsunes will get us corrupt chakra or corrupt foxfire chakra. And then finally the disco bees disco. That one should be pretty self-explanatory. And now the last two pets, we do still have our queen bee up, and then we also have a Raiju. And the Raiju will get us static, but for it to actually get us static, we gotta go ahead and run to the crafting table, and then we gotta buy a shock mutation spray. And I actually also need a second one, so let's go ahead and buy two. And what this Raiju does is every 10 minutes, it devours a fruit with a shock mutation. And while that doesn't sound too good, what it does after that is what we want. Doing that will summon a chain of lightning to mutate 4.22 fruits with static during a thunderstorm, which is what we really want. And since we already got the chakra mutation from our main account can go ahead and get out of here. Also, I don't know why, but it's for some reason making me unfavorite the Princess Thorn whenever I want to see the mutations on it. So that's a bit unfortunate. We're gonna have to be really careful. There we go. Oh, and yeah, bruh. I don't know how I almost forgot, but let's go ahead and put the shock mutation spray onto a carrot. So now the Raiju will turn these into static carrots. Also, low key, to hopefully help us get disco, since that's like a really hard mutation to get, let's go ahead and give our disco bees some pet toys. And bruh, our other disco bee kind of dipped. Oh, here he is. There we go, nice. So now they pretty much almost have a 25% chance of getting us disco, which would be crazy good this early on. So now, in the meantime, while we wait for all our pets to do their thing, let's actually go ahead and pull out my trowel so that I can move the Princess Thorn. Bro, I can't move it. I can't get to the center of it, no! Okay, that might be tricky, honestly. And the reason that I want to move it was to place a light staff down in the middle of it, but that's not happening. Oh, and wait, with a certain angle, I think I can place it in the center. Never mind. Okay, I'll just place on the side, and then I'll also go ahead and place the tanning mirror on the side. I don't have a tanning mirror, bruh. Problem solved. Also, one of our disco bees already failed, so that's not ideal. It's all up to the second one. Come on, Mitch, you got this. If you can't do this, nobody can. No, like seriously, Mitch, I need you to lock in, please. Please, Mitch. Bruh. On the bright side, our Raiju is about to do his thing. Nice. We got static now, so let's go ahead and pick him up, and then I'm gonna replace him with a golden goose so that we can get the fortune mutation. Also, I almost forgot to do this earlier, but let's go ahead and place down a honey sprinkler along with a chocolate sprinkler so that I can get honey glazed in chocolate. And then let's double check and make sure that worked. Yes, okay, nice. Then let's also go ahead and start using our mutation sprays on it, which includes burnt, verdant, amber, cloud touched, shocked, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and join back on my main account so that I can apply Friday to it. And then our lobster's abilities are about to go off. Bruh, molten but failed already? Come on, lobster, you're better than that. Okay, but on the bright side, our queen bee's refresh ability is about to go off, so we just gotta wait 20 seconds for that, and then we can swap her out for a different pet. Okay, and she refreshed the lobsters? And yes, sir, we got molten. Let's go. You'll love to see it. So now we can go ahead and pick her up. And what should I replace her with? Bro, look at all the pets that I gotta use still. I got a whole lot. Okay, low-key, let's go ahead and get our spaghetti sloths out. These guys are so cute. I don't know, just look at them. The way he just like roams around with his paddle. Or wait, no, actually, let's go ahead and pick him up and he'll come later. To make this more efficient, let's go ahead and get our Spinosaurus out. And these guys look super goofy. Look at their face. Okay, but anyways, what Dummy will do is he'll transfer all the mutations from the carrots like static, molten, and then wet from the carrots onto the giant Princess Thorn. Because if we check out his ability, every 18 minutes he devours a random mutation from 4.5 fruits, then roars, spreading those mutations to a random fruit in my garden. And then the kicker is he prioritizes applying mutations to a favorited fruit. So that literally like works out perfectly. Also, if we take a look at our pets, it looks like our disco bees abilities are about to go off. So I'm gonna be nice and give them a toy each. Let's also give them a small small one. Come on, do your thing, please. Bruh, Disco to carrot but failed. Okay, come on, Mitch. You're our last hope once again. Come on, please. Nice! He did apply on the carrot, but like, that's all right. That's why we got our Spinosaurus here. So now we can go ahead and pick up our disco bees. And then, wow, there's only 40 seconds till our corrupted kitsunes do their thing. Let's go. We're low-key making some crazy good progress here. Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and shove our disco bees into the bag. And let's go ahead and get our pterodactyls out. Come on, kitsunes, do your thing. Corrupt chakra, and bruh. They didn't get onto the Princess Thorn. Okay, that's all right. Also, the reason that I pulled out our pterodactyls this early on is because of their ability. If we check it out, every 10 minutes, they flap their wings and then they cause 3 random fruits to get windstruck. But then there's also an 18% chance that fruit gets twisted, which will then give us tempestuous. And after it gets windstruck, it can't get tempestuous, which is why I'm pulling them out right now that we have carrots on the ground. In the meantime, though, while we wait for the rest of our animals' abilities to go off, I low-key want to try climbing this thing, especially since the pterodactyls give us a jump boost. Like, now is probably my only shot to climb this thing. And wait, yes, I think I finally found the path. Let's go, bro. Wait, we're actually doing it. Bro, holy, we're actually so high up. We're up higher than like the beanstalk thing. Bro, look at them. They're way below us. Okay, but anyways, we can go ahead and jump down. And now that we got the golden egg with the fortune mutation, we can go ahead and pick up our golden goose. And then I'm gonna replace it with our kappa. So then that way we can hopefully turn some of the wet mutations on these carrots into bloodlet, because that's just what his ability does. And it's only a 10% chance, so doing that will probably take a while. And now all we gotta do is just wait for all our pets' abilities to go off. Bruh, and I literally like just paused the recording, but our lobster Thermidor already put tranquil onto our golden egg. Let's go. Okay, so now the only thing that we need from our lobsters is the meteoric mutation, and then we can pick them up. Okay, and here we go. Our lobster's abilities are about to go off. Come on, meteoric, please. Jazzy and Malo, you guys got this. Bruh, failed. Come on, Malo. Failed. Man. Yeah, that 10% success rate isn't gonna be doing us any favors. Oh, and wait, also, I just realized I've been trolling. I don't know why I never picked up our corrupt kitsunes earlier. We already got corrupt chakra over here. Let's go ahead and stuff them into the bag. Then let's go ahead and replace one of them with this corrupt bird looking thing, which I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how you pronounce his name. Well, like, his name is Fernando, but like his actual name, you know? Well, and then wait, I'm pretty sure we also just got tempestuous. Yes, we did. Let's go. We can pick up our pterodactyls now, and we have even more empty slots to play around with. Let's actually go. And I got the perfect things to replace them with. A junk bot, so that we can get the oil mutation. And I'm trying to get like all the hard ones out of the way first, because since like the junk bot only has a 15% success rate, like that's gonna be hard to get. Then we also got our Spriggan, and then it's the same case with this. Every 20 minutes, there's only a 15% chance of getting the bloom mutation. So like getting that one's gonna be really hard. And then finally, I'm gonna go ahead and place down another Spinosaurus to help move all the mutations from these carrots onto the actual Princess Thorn. And I think it's actually about time we check up on our Princess Thorn. Let's go ahead and unfavorite it. And whoa, we got a good amount of mutations. Fried, shocked, chocolate, verdant, windstruck, burnt, amber, honey glaze, cloud touch, chakra, and then pollinated. Oh wait, actually, I don't think we have much more mutations than we had earlier. Okay, yeah, I don't think we do. It's only a matter of time though before we like double the amount of mutations on it, because once the Spinosauruses do their thing, all these mutations will get sucked up off the carrot and then transferred to the Princess Thorn. So let's go ahead and favorite that puppy up before I accidentally pick it up. And now at this point, I low-key think I'm gonna just give all our pets about an hour and then we'll go from there, because either way, it'll be a while before any of their abilities go off again, you know? Okay, here we go. It's been pretty much exactly an hour. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. Bruh, oil but failed? The junk bot really is a piece of junk, huh? I'm just kidding, junk bot, you didn't hear that. Okay, but before I check out all the mutations that the Princess Thorn got, we can see that this golden egg already got bloom on it, meaning I can go ahead and pick up our Spriggan. And now let's see the work that our pets put in within the last hour. Woo! Oh, they've actually been locked in, bro. Look at that. Bro, our Spinosaurus just moved shocked from the Princess Thorn onto the golden egg. Okay, wait, let's make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, yeah, before I check out the mutations, let's actually wait for Dummy's cooldown to go off. Bro, Luma actually be trolling out here. Okay, and there he goes. Come on, Dummy, lock in for us, please. Wait, what? Are they bugged? Huh. Let's unfavorite this, refavorite it, and then unfavorite it so we can check out the mutations. That was really weird. I don't know what our Spinosauruses are doing. We got fried, tempestuous, chocolate, burned, paradisal, amber, disco, honey glazed, frozen, fortune, cloud touch, tranquil, harmonized, chakra, static, molten, and pollinated. That's actually really good. For only an hour worth of AFK, that's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and favorite that bad boy up before we pick it up on accident. Okay, and yeah, even after getting all those new mutations, we actually can't pick any pets up. We still need meteoric from the lobsters, bloodlet from the kappa, corrupted from the bird looking thing, and then oil from the junk bot. What I can go ahead and do though is come over to the seed shop and then buy some more carrots. And that's because since the main Princess Thorn has frozen on it, it can't get wet anymore, meaning the kappa won't be able to turn into bloodlet. However, luckily for me, there's a rain event going on right now, so if I place down a bunch of carrots, they can hopefully get wet on it, and then that gives the kappa more of a chance to turn like stuff into bloodlet, you know? And just in case the rain doesn't rain, let's go ahead and apply a wet mutation onto a carrot. Why not? Okay, and yeah, the rain didn't rain. That's alright. Let's go ahead and pick up all the non-mutated carrots. And then I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy more carrots. And for these, instead of placing them all down in one place, I'm gonna spread them out. And the reason for this is because if we check out our bird's ability, the corrupted tranquil shard will only mutate nearby plants. So like, let's say in 25 minutes, his ability goes off while he's like over here in this corner, like nothing would be able to get the corrupted mutation, you know? And it's not like we can trowel our Princess Thorn. So the next best thing is just spreading out some plants. Also, our Junkbot's ability is about to go off again, so I really hope he succeeds. Come on, Junkbot. Yes! Let's go! Your reward for succeeding is you're getting picked up and then getting stuffed in the bag where you'll never see the light of day again. Also, Fernando's ability is about to go off, so let's hope he gives the Princess Thorn the corrupted mutation. Because if he does, I can pick him up and start getting a good amount of other mutations from our other stuff. Bruh, and of course he failed. Okay, on the bright side, we do still have 2 more empty pet slots. And for these last 2 spots, I'm gonna go ahead and place down our chicken zombies. And then that'll hopefully get us the zombified mutation. Also, our Kappa's ability is about to go off, so to hopefully help him, I'm gonna give him a small toy. He doesn't get no medium toy. Bruh, wet mutation. I don't need that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, our pets be slacking. They be slacking hard. At this point, I'm gonna just go AFK for another hour, and when I get back, there better be some new mutations, or there will be consequences. Okay, so it's only been like another hour and a half, and from what I've seen, our pets have cooked. So for starters, we have a whole lot of bloodlet mutations. Look at this. Oh, and nice. The Princess Thorn literally just got bloodlet too. So that means we can now pick up our Kappa, along with all the carrots that have bloodlet on them, just because I won't be needing them no more. And then this golden egg also got zombified on it, meaning we can go ahead and pick up our chicken zombies. And now, before I place any more pets down, let's see what we're working with. Let's go ahead and unfavorite it. We now got meteoric, bloodlet, and then also bloom. Let's go. I'm surprised we somehow still don't have zombified on it though. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and favorite it back up though. Then I can go ahead and pick up my lobsters. And now I'm gonna work on getting the ceramic mutation because that's another 30x. To actually do so, I need some more carrots though, so let's go ahead and buy out the stock. And now I need my jackalopes. And what these guys do is every 19 minutes, it thumps its feet and then has a 15% chance to mutate a nearby fruit, applying the sandy mutation. So let's go ahead and scatter some carrots around. And there we go, that should be plenty. So now we just need for one to get sandy on it. And since their ability literally goes off like every 1.5 minutes, we shouldn't be waiting for too long. And the first one failed, but the second one succeeded. Let's go. We can now go ahead and pick those 2 jackalopes up, stuff them in the bag, and now let's go ahead and pick up all the other carrots. Okay, so now to actually get the ceramic mutation, we need the wet mutation plus the sandy mutation to make clay. So let's go ahead and pull out a wet mutation spray. There we go, we got clay. And now to make a ceramic, we need burnt or sun-dried. And we should still have a burnt mutation spray. Yes, we do. We have 3 left. So let's go ahead and apply that. And just like that, we got ceramic. And if I'm not mistaken, this should actually be the last mutation that I need to transfer from another crop onto the main princess thorn. So before I place any more pets down, I'm gonna give the Spinosaurus a few minutes so that they can transfer the ceramic mutation and then also the zombified mutation onto the princess thorn. Also, wait, low key, Fernando's ability is about to go off. We need Bloodlet here. Yes, and he's in a really good spot. Perfect. Let's get a carrot seed ready just in case he like moves away. Yeah, just like that. Let's plant them like the places he's going to. Over here. Okay, so there goes like his tranquil mutation. So that means his corrupt one goes off in like a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and buy a few more carrots for that. And where did he go? Oh, there he is. Come on, Fernando. I really need you to lock in here, please. And he's right next to the Princess Thorn too, so this could be perfect. Come on, Fernando. Do your thing. Bruh, failed. Bro's trolling. He's like one of the first pets that I placed down and nothing. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and pick up all the carrots so the Spinosaurus doesn't transfer mutations off to those. Okay, and yeah, there we go. I'll be back in 10 minutes when they do their thing. Nice. There's the ceramic mutation we needed, so let's go ahead and pick up that carrot. And now we just need the other Spinosaurus to apply zombified onto it. And there we go. You love to see it. We can go ahead and pick up that golden egg now. And then we can also go ahead and pick up our Spinosauruses. Also, before I left, I also placed some mimic octopuses down so we could get like their abilities cool down, you know? Furthermore, I also forgot that we still needed the aromic mutation. So that's why I placed down our aromic bear bee. And that reminds me, do we have Moonlit yet? We've been AFKing for a few hours, so we should have it, right? Bro, we don't have Moonlit? Okay, let's go ahead and place a Tanuki down so we can get Moonlit. And now, if I'm not mistaken, the final pet mutation that we need is Spaghetti from the Spaghetti Sloth. So let's go ahead and place him down. And then every 14 minutes, this guy's ability will go off. And every single time, he should give us a unique mutation like sauce, pasta, and then meatball. And then doing that will get us spaghetti. And that's why I want to like pick up all the extra stuff that was just laying around, you know? Because I'm pretty sure if his ability goes off on the same plant 3 times, it should give us 3 unique mutations. But yeah, with that being said, since we are only missing a few pet mutations and then a few rare weather mutations, I'm gonna just go AFK for a few hours and then I'll be back to check out the results. Okay, and that was unfortunately not enough watering cans to fully grow it, but luckily we got Robux to fix that problem. Oh. Wait, I guess I don't even got that to fix that problem. Luckily, my main account has Robux to fix that problem. Oh, and wait, actually, I just remembered, before I fully grow it, let's go ahead and place down one of each sprinklers. And I unfortunately don't got any sprinklers on this account, but I do on my main account. So let's go ahead and place them all down, which includes the Godly, Master, and then finally the Grandmaster one. And now I can go ahead and hit my garden with a grow wall. And come on. Bro, what the ripoff? It only fully grew the plant. Bro, I just spent 400 Robux for nothing. I could have just used watering cans if that's what I wanted. Well, there goes another 400 Robux. It better actually grow them this time. Ooh, and yes, it did. Oh, and it grew them real big. Holy. Okay, wait, let's go ahead and pull out my favorite tool. I'll favorite that one since it looks like that's the biggest one so far. Then let's pick up the rest. And now I'm gonna hit my garden with one more grow wall to see if we could get any bigger ones. If not, we'll just go from there because this one that we got is pretty big if I'm being honest. Come on, any bigger ones? Ooh. And yeah, no, it's not looking like there is any bigger ones. Okay, that's all right. Wait, I just realized that huge one is like over 80 kgs. How much does a base like 50 kg one sell for? I want to sell this. 3 mil. Ooh, I can work with that. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So before I do anything, I need to get 5 mutations on this huge cyclamen so that our butterfly can use its ability to turn those 5 mutations into a rainbow plant. And luckily I have a honey sprinkler to get me honey glazed. Then I also have a chocolate sprinkler to get me chocolate mutation. And now for the last 3, I have a few mutation sprays, such as a cloud touched one, a windstruck one, and then I have a wet mutation spray from my main account. And now if we go ahead and unfavorite tool it should have 5 mutations. Yes, look at that. Chocolate, windstruck, wet, honey glazed, and cloud touched. Nice. So now I just got to give my queen bee 7 minutes to refresh the butterfly's ability. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and place down our kitsune on our main account so that we can get chakra or corrupt chakra. And I just realized, low key, I can give my queen bee a medium toy to boost its ability. And nice, look at that. We only gotta wait 2 minutes for it to become rainbow now. Let's go. Also, since the cyclamen does produce 5 different plants, I will have to use my Spinosauruses quite a bit later on. But I'll worry about that when we get to that. Also, the new update brought a lot of crazy new mutations, so I'm excited to see how much we can make this thing worth. Especially since some of those new mutations are over 100x. So like, that's gonna be crazy good. Okay, but there goes our queen bee's ability. Yes, sir. It refreshed Rainbow Flutter. You love to see it. And just like that, our cyclamen is now rainbow. Let's go ahead and favorite it back up. And now let's go ahead and pick up all the other cyclamens. And this is also low-key the perfect time for a windstruck event. We need one of those. We're done with our butterfly though, so let's go ahead and pick it up and let's get started with all the mutations. And we'll start off with the sprays, why not? So we got cloud touched, honey glazed. I'm actually gonna skip burnt and you'll see why later on. Amber, and then I'm also gonna skip windstruck. And then from my main account, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the verdant mutation. And now that we've done that, let's move on to the things that we can place down, which includes the tanning mirror. Let's put that right in the center. And then we also need a star collar. And now that we've placed those down, let's move on to the pet mutations. So the first pet that I'm gonna place down is our lobster thermidors. And we got corrupted one, and then also a tranquil one. And then what these guys will do is every 14 minutes, they'll try to apply the molten mutation to it. And then every 30 minutes, they'll try to apply the meteoric mutation to it. And then they each have a different pet chart on them. One of them is corrupted, which will try to give it the corrupted mutation. And then the other one is tranquil, which will try to give it the tranquil mutation. And now the next pet that I'm gonna bring out is the disco bee, and these are pretty self-explanatory if I'm not mistaken. So let's plop those down. Then let's also place down our griffins, and this is actually the new 1% pet. If we check out his ability, every 15 minutes it flaunts its wings and releases a cyclone. Pets struck have a cooldown advance by 67 seconds, and then fruits that get struck have a 10.31% chance to get the cyclonic mutation. And it is a really low percentage chance, but that mutation is a 50x, so like it will be very helpful. But now the last pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is a Raiju. And this is like one of the only pets that you like actually need to be placing early on, because if we check out his ability, every 10 minutes it devours a fruit with shock for 1.5 times the shekel value. And while that's kind of mid, the second part of his ability is what we want. Doing that summons a chain of lightning and mutates 4.25 fruits with static, which is what we want. If I'm not mistaken, static is another 20x, so that's just like another mutation we gotta get, you know? So let's go ahead and run to the crafting table so that I can buy myself a shock mutation spray. There's the first one, and I'm actually also gonna need a second one. So while we're here, we might as well go ahead and buy it too. Nice. And now I'm gonna just go ahead and buy a carrot so I could place it onto. Carrot, let's plop that down right here. Wait for it to fully grow. And then let's plop the shock mutation on it. And now we just gotta wait for the Raiju to do its thing. And luckily its cooldown is like a lot less than all the other pets, so he'll do his thing before like any of the other pets have a chance to apply their mutation onto the shocked carrot. Also, let's low-key go ahead and destroy this huge gold cyclamen that's growing, because it's like the closest one to being fully grown, and I don't want my kitsune to steal it when it does steal. Let's also go ahead and destroy the small stub right here. Oh, and there's one more right here too. We should be chilling now. Oh, and yeah, I almost forgot, but doing that should also help our queen bee get pollinated onto the huge one instead of onto the small ones. Oh, and wait, actually, our queen bee's pollinated ability is gonna go off before the Raiju's ability. So to fix this, let's go ahead and get a toy out, and then I'll just give him a small one. I don't think he'll need like a full, like, large one. Yeah, there you go, 413. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have cheaped out. Let's just give him the medium one. Okay, yeah, there we go. That'll give it plenty of time before the queen bee's ability goes off. Also, I've been seeing everyone say that I need to feed my pets, and I fortunately do have a bit of extra cyclamens, so I'll feed my pets. Why not? The disco bees get some. So do the lobsters, our mega queen bee, and then the Raiju and griffins are already fed. Nice. Okay, but there goes the Raiju. Come on, do your thing. Nice. And nice. It got the big one static. Let's go. We're done with that pet, so we can go ahead and pick it up. And now let's go ahead and place our junk bot down, because this one will take a while. If we check his ability out, he only has a 15% chance to apply the oil mutation every 14 minutes. So like this, another one of the pets you kind of got to be placing down early on. Also, as per y'all's request, let's go ahead and feed him. Bro, stop moving. Okay, there you go. Nice. Also, our queen bee's ability is also about to go off, so you love to see it. Here, wait, let's delete all like the extra cyclamens growing, actually. And I literally can't afford to mess up here. Okay, yeah, I think we should be good. Okay, and there goes the queen bee, and nice. And now, before I pick her up, she only has 3 minutes till she refreshes another pet's ability, so I'm gonna wait for that ability to go off, and then I'll pick her up. And it looks like a lot of our other pets' abilities are also about to go off here soon. And not only that, our Kitsune's ability on our main account is also about to go off. There's literally only like a minute left. So within that minute, I think now is a good time to tell you that we're getting super close to 100k, and after we hit it, you'll never be able to say you were part of the OG 100k. So if you want to help your boy out, make sure to subscribe. It would really be appreciated. Bro, and I just realized a rookie mistake. I never put the shock mutation on this. There we go, nice. And here also goes our Kitsune. So we now also have shocked and then chakra on this. Ooh. And then wait, it failed. Okay, that's all right. What about our other lobster? Bruh. Low-key, would be ideal if the queen bee refreshed the lobster's ability. We really need to get meteoric. That one's like super hard to get. Come on, disco bee. Wait, it did it. Disco bee applied disco to cyclamen. Bruh. And then the lobster failed. Okay, well, we can go ahead and pick up the queen bee. And unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure the disco bee applied disco to like a small stub. Yeah, look at that. That's not the main plant right there. Okay, I guess that's all right. Now that we have the disco mutation, we can go ahead and pick up our disco bees. And then we can go ahead and place down a spinosaurus. And then I'm thinking I'll place down our 2 corrupted kitsunes so that we can get harmonized chakra. And that is not a corrupted kitsune. Let's pick them up. Bro, stop flying everywhere. Okay, and there we go. We actually got them placed down now. Also, just in case I haven't mentioned, what the Spinosaurus does is every 18 minutes, it devours a random mutation from 4.64 fruits and then roars, spreading those mutations to 1 random fruit in your garden. However, it prioritizes applying mutations to favorited fruits, meaning this disco will get sucked off this cyclamen and put onto this big one. Also, apparently I missed it, but our griffin's abilities did go off. So did we get cyclonic on this thing? Let's get my favorite tool out and let's check it out. We did not, unfortunately. We're off to a pretty solid start though. Look at that. We already have rainbow shocked, verdant, windstruck, amber, honey glazed, cloud touch, chakra, static, and pollinated. That is not too shabby. And now it looks like it'll be a few minutes before any more of our abilities go off. So in the meantime, I'm gonna just feed my pets up one last time with any extra stuff that I have, and we'll feed the Spinosaurus, why not? And then do I have any food cooked? I do not. Okay, yeah, well, all we gotta do now is be patient. Okay, and here we go. A lot of our abilities are about to go off. So in a couple seconds, we got the junk bot. So come on, Shay, do your thing, please. Please, I struggle so much with this one usually, and it looks like I'm gonna keep struggling. GG's. Okay, but now in 30 seconds and then 5 minutes, we got both of our lobsters' abilities going off. And actually, we got like 3 of their abilities. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to apply Molten again, then Corrupted, and then Meteoric. So come on, lobsters. This could be like huge. Come on, boys, do your thing. Come on, you guys better not fail. Tranquil, Corrupted. Man. Okay, so they failed on the Tranquil and Corrupted portion, but that. In another 4 and 5 minutes, they'll try to apply meteoric and then molten. So I guess if they succeed on that front, I'll forgive them. Also, why does this guy look so goofy, bro? Look at him. Bro, and his name is Dummy. What a fitting name. Also, I was just thinking, even if our griffins fail on applying the cyclonic mutation to the cyclamen, they can still reduce our other pets' cooldown. So like that's pretty useful. So like you don't go home empty-handed, you know, you get something at least. Okay, and there goes our first lobster. Come on, Malo. Come on. Meteoric, but failed. And yes, he applied molten. Okay, and wait, there goes our second lobster. Come on, meteoric. Failed, bruh. Y'all need to like lock in. What are y'all actually doing? Oh, and wait, Jazzy still has an ability that's about to go off. Did I miss one? Oh, wait, it's probably going to be meteoric, isn't it? Come on. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant, molten. On the bright side, even though we didn't get tranquil, corrupted, or meteoric, we did get molten this time around. And that is another mutation that we need, so I cannot be complaining. And we're also about to have the chance to get the cyclonic mutation, so let's hope John and Gigi lock in. Ooh. Advanced cooldown, advanced cooldown. On the bright side, that's like a really cool ability, but on the not so bright side, I don't think we got like a single mutation from that, unless it just got on this favorited fruit. It did not. GG's. Okay, wait, low key. I'm gonna just wait for Shay's, Dummy's, Fawny's, and then Gigi's ability to go off. And if they all fail, I don't know, we'll go from there. Okay, and here goes Dummy's ability. Also, I just realized there's like no way the Spinosaurus can fail. So like, I guess it's impossible for all of them to fail. Nice. That's molten. And is that all that he applied? Oh, wait. Yeah, I think he only removes like one mutation at a time from each plant. Okay, and here goes our corrupted Kitsune's abilities. Let's hope we get corrupted Foxfire Chakra, not the normal variant. Corrupt Chakra. That's all right, I guess. Let's wait for our other Kitsune's ability to do her thing. And then if nothing happens, doesn't look like anything happened. Okay, yeah, well, we got those two already, so that's all right. Let's go ahead and pick them up. And now their reward for succeeding is getting stuffed in the bag where they'll never see the light of day again. Let's go. Also, unfortunately, our oil bot failed, so like Shay keeps trolling us. Now that we got 2 extra pet slots though, low-key, I think it's time to start getting some of the new mutations from the new event earlier. And we actually got like some crazy pets. So if you didn't know, it was like Steal a Brain Rot X Grow Garden. So we got an apple gazelle, a lemon lion, and then a peach wasp. And I'm not gonna lie, this peach wasp is low-key one of like the craziest pets ever added to the game, especially since it was free. If we go ahead and place it down and then look at his ability, every 25 minutes it flies to a nearby flute and plasmifies it, applying plasma mutation. That literally used to be an admin mutation, but now we can just get it. So like that's crazy overpowered. And then to top it all off, every 10 minutes it has like a mini queen bee ability. It's only about like 60 seconds, but like I'm not complaining. And now, which one should I place down next? The apple gazelle or lemon lion? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger. Actually, I'll hold off on those for now. I low-key need to go ahead and start getting our spaghetti sloths going, because these guys need to apply like 3 different mutations to the same fruit, and then doing that will get us the spaghetti mutation. And since we have 5 different plants here, the odds of their ability going off on the same plant 3 times in a row is pretty low. So we gotta go ahead and get started. And wait, it's just molten. I thought it was gonna be tranquil or the meteoric. Okay, but yeah, at this point, I'm low-key just gonna go AFK for like 25 minutes to let our peach wasp do its thing. Because since like I'm pretty sure this is a guarantee, I only have to wait 25 minutes before I can swap him out, you know? So with that being said, I'll be back in under half an hour. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the Peach Wasp's ability because I thought like one timer was the other one. So like I thought his timer for the cooldown ability was the timer for the plasma ability, and then same way backwards, you know? But on the bright side, we have a plasma cyclamen now. And now on the even brighter side, our Griffin's abilities are about to go off. Same with our Spinosaurus's ability. Ooh, and then the Tranquil Lobster Thermidor's ability is also about to go off. Wait a minute, let's go ahead and give him a toy to hopefully help him. Come on, bro, I need you to succeed. Come on. Oh wait, that's the molten mutation. Bruh, how do you get a toy and still fail? Buddy, I can't wait till I can stuff you in the never-ending bag. Okay, but anyways, our Griffin's abilities are about to go off, so let's hope we get the cyclonic mutation. Come on, this way. Bruh. Wrong way. Oh, wait, there's a Spinosaurus. He's eating the mutations and now roar them. Yes. Plasma, pasta, and sauce. Also, wait, I just searched it up and apparently plasma is only a 5x. I, for some reason, thought that was an 100x. Wasn't it like the huge rocket ships that applied plasma? Or wait, no, I think that was galactic, actually. Oopsie. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out and see how much mutations we got now. Whoa. Okay, yeah, we got a good amount. Shocked, verdant, chilled, windstruck, amber, honey glazed, cloud touched, sauce, chakra, static, pasta, plasma, molten poly, and disco. Wait, I think the only new ones are actually disco, plasma, and then chilled. I mean, not too bad, I guess. Wait, and then I'm pretty sure if we add a wet mutation spray to this, it'll become frozen. I do not have a wet mutation spray. Main account, I need you back in here. Okay, there you go. You can get out of here now. Yes, we got frozen now. Nice. And now, since I do still have one pet equip slot, the next thing that I'm gonna go ahead and place down is the lemon lion. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the pet that I was thinking of earlier that's extremely broken. Look at this. If we place him down and check out his ability, every 5 minutes he roars and applies the brain rot mutation to a random fruit. And guess what? That brain rot is in the 100x. And it's a guaranteed thing every 5 minutes. Like, what? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, they cooked with this event. Oh, and yeah, then to top it off, every 10 minutes it roars and infuses a random pet with citrus, granting them 1,500 XP. That's also like really crazy. Ooh, and also our Junkbot's ability is about to go off. You know what that means. Let's get the toys out. Where's our Junkbot? Here he is. Bro, come on, please, I need you to succeed. Bro, no. 'Tis be a sad day. Okay, and yeah, nah, this lemon lion is actually too overpowered. His ability is about to go off in 30 seconds, and then that'll add in another 100x multiplier on top of the cyclamen. Ooh, and then wait, our spaghetti sloth is also about to do his thing. Come on, give me meatballs. That's the last thing that I need. Bro, the lion just applied the brain rot to the one I needed, and bruh, the sloth applied sauce. On the bright side, we did get brain rot on the one we needed, so that's good. Meaning we can go ahead and pick up our lemon lion. And now, while we're on the topic of the new pets, let's go ahead and get out the gazelle. Or the apple gazelle, my bad. And then I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know what this guy does, so let's check it out. Fruits that have apple in the name have a 4.03% chance to duplicate when collected. Okay, not bad. Harvesting sugar apple crops have a 2% chance to apply warped mutation to a random fruit in your garden. Ooh, wait, so that's how you get warped. And do I have any sugar apples? I do have 14 of them. Okay, nice. Let's go ahead and place them all down. And that completed an achievement, apparently. Nice. And then let's go ahead and hit them with a grow wall. And surely this is enough sugar apples to get the warped mutation, right? Nice. No, wait! It spread the warped mutation onto the sugar apple, though. And I can see it right there. Holy, wait, that mutation looks crazy. Let's go ahead and get my trowel so I can, like, move it. Okay, so there we go. It's silver and warped. And let's low-key just go ahead and pick up all our other sugar apples before reclaiming the tree. Bruh, another warped onto another sugar apple. Unfortunate. Okay, and yeah, that was the last sugar apple. Let's just go ahead and reclaim them all. And wait, maybe, just maybe, the apple gazelle will only apply warped to sugar apples? Harvesting sugar apple crops have a 2% chance to apply warped mutation to a random fruit in your garden. Oh no, never mind. I guess I was just unlucky. Okay, luckily there's only 5 minutes till our Spinosaurus ability goes off. So low-key, let's hit him with a toy, and this should make his ability go off instantly. Oh, in 33 seconds. Okay, that's all right. I need him to take this warped off this sugar apple so I can reclaim the tree like ASAP. Oh, and bruh, that's gonna be hard to get that tornado to like hit a plant. I low-key might just have to place a bunch of carrots down for that one later. Okay, there goes our Spinosaurus though. Come on, eat the warped mutation. Spinosaurus applied sauce and warped mutation to cyclamen. Nice. I can officially go ahead and reclaim this. Then we can go ahead and pick up our apple gazelle now. And let's actually go ahead and check out the mutations again, because I need to see if I could like pick some pets up now or not. Okay, and yeah, after a quick look, it doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and favorite that pupper up again. And for the last pet slot, I'm gonna just go ahead and place down the chicken zombie. Why not? And now at this point, there's honestly not much else I can do besides just being patient and waiting for all of our pets to like apply their respected mutations onto the cyclamens. But before I do that, let's go ahead and run to the seed shop, buy loads of carrots. And then after this rain event ends, I'm gonna go ahead and scatter these carrots throughout my lot. Yo! And wait, I was just waiting for the rain event to disappear, and look at what our cyclamen finally got. Oil! Bro, Shay finally succeeded. Let's go! You're getting stuff directly into the bag, Shay. W, Shay. And perfect timing. There goes the rain. So now I can go ahead and place down all my carrots. And the reason that I did this is because since the Griffin's ability needs to hit the plant to have a chance to get the cyclonic mutation, it would be near impossible for like the cyclonic mutation to actually hit the cyclamens and then actually succeed. So then this way, the cyclones just have like a whole lot of more targets whenever the Griffins throw them out, you know? And with that being said, like I was saying earlier, there's honestly not much more for me to do now. So at this point, I'm gonna just give my pets 1 to 2 hours to let the pets do the pet things. Bro, and it's literally only been like 20 minutes and look at this. None of the carrots got cyclonic on them, right? But if we check out the cyclamen, it has cyclonic. Like, what? On the bright side, we did get it though, so that's all that matters. And we did also get eclipsed on it, so that's also really nice. We can go ahead and pick up all these carrots now though. Then let's also pick up our griffins. And now for one of the pet equip slots, I'm gonna be placing down my kappa, so hopefully this wet can turn into bloodlip. Because if we check out his ability, every 8 minutes he sprays water on all fruits within a certain amount of studs, applying the wet mutation. And then he also has a 10% chance to replace wet mutations with bloodlip mutations. And actually, since the Spinosaurus will probably be removing the wet mutation off other fruit or off that cycle, let's go ahead and buy some more carrots and then spread them out again. Because either way, when everything's said and done, our Spinosaurus will just like move all the extra mutations onto the main cyclamen, you know? So like I don't really gotta worry about the mutations being spread out too much, you know? And now for the last 2 pet equip slots, I'm gonna go ahead and place down this aromatic bear bee to get the aromatic mutation from his pet shard. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and place down a big boy golden goose. And this guy will lay eggs that already have the fortune mutation on them. So for this guy, we literally just gotta wait like 13 minutes and then pick him up. And when that time comes, I'll figure out something to replace him with. Oh, and yeah, then our Spinosaurus will remove the fortune mutation off the egg that Gigi lays and put it onto our cyclamens. So with that being said, I'm gonna go AFK for another 2 hours, and by then, hopefully, just hopefully, our lobsters would have done their thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough out here. We still haven't managed to get the meteoric mutation. And I've been at this for like a couple hours at this point. Okay, and it's been a bit over an hour, and I'm not gonna lie, our pets have kind of been trolling, but we did manage to get Celestial on them, so like that's crazy good. And now that I'm back, let's go ahead and pick up all the extra carrots, since I don't think I'll be needing them no more. Oh, and wait, I'll actually leave the wet ones down still, just because I don't think I've gotten the bloodlip mutation yet. Yeah, we've gotten moonlip, but no bloodlip. Okay, yeah, we haven't. And if we look at the cyclamen, we really haven't gotten any new mutations besides Celestial, so that's low-key a big rip. I'm still surprised we haven't gotten Meteoric. It's literally been hours at this point. Low-key, let's go ahead and give all our lobsters a medium and then a small toy. So there's the medium, small. Where's our second lobster? Medium boost and then small boost. Nice, we got Tranquil too. So now the only things we're actually missing from the lobsters is Meteoric. That's so good. Yo, and wait, I just realized I still have an extra pet slot. Oh, and wait, I also just realized our Kappa's ability is about to go off. Toy, come on, bloodlip, please. Wait, did he do it? Yes! Let's go! W toy usage. We can now go ahead and pick up the Kappa, and then we can also pick up all these carrots that have wet on them, since we will not be needing them no more. So like this one, this one, this one. And low-key, I'm gonna go ahead and place on another Spinosaurus, since we got a lot of mutations that we need to move from like other plants onto the cyclamens. And now for the final pet slot, let's low-key just go ahead and place down another chicken jaw. Bruh, they failed on Meteoric again. Bro, why is it so hard to get? I never struggle this much with Meteoric. At this point, I'm a low-key just dip and return when they finally manage to get Meteoric. Okay, and it's been about 2 hours, and before I left, I decided to switch out my Spinosauruses for chicken jockeys, hoping to get the zombified mutation. And guess what? I still haven't gotten it. Bro, y'all derpy looking things need to lock in. And besides that, we really haven't gotten any new mutations. We did literally just get meatballs on it, so that means we now have spaghetti right here. Meaning we can go ahead and pick up our spaghetti sloth. And now I'm gonna go ahead and replace the spaghetti sloth with a spriggan. And if we check this guy's ability out, every 21 minutes he spreads roots, and all fruits within 30 studs have a 15% chance to get the blue mutation. And this guy is one of those pets that the plant has to be nearby to actually receive the mutation, meaning we're gonna need to buy some more carrots. So let's go ahead and buy out the stock, and I'm gonna wait for this drenched event to finish before I place them down. And then while we're on the topic of mutations, one of our chicken jockey's abilities is about to go off. Which one was it? Jada. Where's Jada? That's Eddie, Chow Chow, Leah, and then this is Jada over here. I think Jada needs a toy, and bro, nah, it's my last toy already? Bro, I ran through these toys. Come on, Jada, please. Bro, what was that? What was that, like, thing you spit out? Bro, it didn't do nothing? Bro, I got ripped off. What is this? Okay, well, time to go AFK for another hour until these guys do their thing. Actually, wait, no, I still need to place these carrots down. So let's wait for the tropical rain event to finish, and then let's place these bad boys down. And I gotta, like, spread them out very sparingly. I barely have any carrots. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Has the seed shop restocked? It has not. I gotta wait a minute, I guess. And a stock of 24. Not too shabby. That's like way more than I need if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and spread them out. And now back to waiting I go. Bro, and I just realized I might have been trolling this whole time. The text just popped up saying that the chicken zombie applied zombify to the cyclamen, just like that, but it was with this one right here. And I just realized zombified doesn't change the appearance of a plant. Do you know how much cyclamens I've destroyed? I've probably destroyed a bunch of them with the zombified mutation already. And I've just been sitting here thinking, why wasn't I getting it? Bro, I'm actually such a troll. Okay, well, we will not be needing the chicken zombies no more, so let's go ahead and pick them all up. Then let's go ahead and place down 2 pterodactyls. And before you say anything, I know, it just sounds funnier that way. Anyways, what these guys will do is they'll give us Twisted and then Windstruck, which will give us Tempestuous. And yes, perfect timing. This is like one of the last weather events that I need. Perfect, and there it goes. Nice. And while that runs, the next pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is 2 of our jackalopes. And what these guys do is every minute and a half, they thump their feet and has a 15.48% chance to mutate the nearby fruit, applying the sandy mutation. And since their cooldown is so short, this shouldn't take much time at all. Ooh, and wait, ideally I get on this sun-dried carrot right here. Let's go ahead and pick up the other ones actually. Trowel, I need to get it on standby, and I need to move it towards the rabbit. You'll see why I'm doing this here in a sec. Oh, yes! Oh, finally! We just got Meteoric! You don't know how long I've been waiting for that. I was literally just moving this wet sun-dried carrot around, trying to get the jackalopes to like give it the sandstorm mutation or the sandy one. And bro, you don't know how happy I was when I saw that pop up. We can finally go ahead and pick up our lobsters. Let's actually go, bro. Okay, and now I just need to get sandy on one of these carrots though. Preferably the sweat one right here. Bro, they keep failing. They're usually a lot faster than this. And actually, our pterodactyl's abilities are about to go off, and to make the most of them, let's plant down a few extra carrots. Okay, come on, give me Tempestuous now, please. Windstruck and Twisted to carrot, perfect. That's what I needed. Yes, sir, and look at that, we got Tempestuous. So now we can go ahead and pick up those extra carrots, and also pick up our pterodactyls. And then our jackalope's abilities are about to go off, so let's hope we finally get the sandy mutation. Okay, well, I guess while I wait for that, I can go ahead and place down our Spinosauruses again, since we do need to move the Tempestuous from the carrot onto the cyclamen. Yes, and there we go. He finally applied sandy to the carrot. And yes, look at that. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pick the jackalopes up. And then oh, no. I just picked up the tempestuous carrot on accident. Well, I guess our pterodactyls are coming back out. Luckily, that's not like too hard of a mutation to get. Okay, but anyways, what I meant to say is let's go ahead and pick up all our other carrots, except this one and the tempestuous one. And now, as you can see, we got ceramic on this carrot, right? And that's because ceramic is just like a heat mutation. So like fried, burnt, or cooked, plus clay. And then clay is wet and sandy. So like that's why I specifically wanted to get the sandy mutation on the carrot that already had wet and then also sun-dried on it. So it would instantly turn into the ceramic mutation. And that's also another reason that, remember when I said earlier that I wasn't going to place the fried mutation onto the cyclamen? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. Like I've tried it before and it just removes the fried mutation. And that also goes for burnt and cooked, you know? Okay, but yeah, at this point, we've gotten every pet mutation except 3 of them. The first one being tempestuous, and that's because I messed up for that one. So let's go ahead and buy a few more carrots and then just scatter them around. And then this will also help us get the next mutation that we're missing, which is the bloom mutation from the Spriggan. Oh, and wait, actually, we were missing 4 mutations, not 3. The next one that we're missing is aromatic from the bear bee, and then the actual last one is gnomified from this little guy right here. But if we place this guy down and check out his ability, every 9 minutes and 58 seconds, he only has a 1% chance to mutate a random fruit with a gnomed mutation. He does gain an additional 1% chance for every gnome cosmetic in my garden, but I kind of got no gnomes. So for this time around, I will pass on the gnome mutation, but what I will go ahead and do is place a bunch of gnome crates down since I do have a decent amount of them. And then next time I do a challenge like this, I will get the gnomed mutation. So for now, let's just go ahead and place them all down. And now I just gotta wait for our pterodactyls, Spriggan, and then Spinosauruses to do their thing. So I think another hour should be enough. And there we go. Before it fully grows, let's go ahead and start placing some sprinklers down. So we got an advanced sprinkler, godly, basic, master, and then I don't have a grandmaster sprinkler on this account, so I'll just place one on my main. And whoa, we're already getting some pretty big mangoes. However, now that we placed down the grandmaster sprinkler, let's go ahead and carefully destroy them all. There we go. And then let's hit them with a grow all. And yo, wait, the whole plant just disappeared. And it looks like this is the biggest one so far. So let's go ahead and favorite tool it real quick. Pick up all the other cocoa mangoes. And now let's go ahead and hit another grow wall. And I am out of Robux, bruh. Luckily, my main account isn't. Let's go. And yeah, none of them have beat the original one. Okay, yeah, so I think we'll just work with this one. Also, I find it funny how this crop literally has a face on it. Okay, but anyways, now that we got our frozen cocoa mango, let's go ahead and get started on making it rainbow. So let's go ahead and pull out our mega queen bee along with our butterfly, and this will make it just so I don't gotta wait like the full 28 minutes for the butterfly to do his thing, you know? So now we need to get 5 mutations on this thing. And what type of sprays do I got? I got Windstruck, Shocked, I'm gonna save that one. Cloud Touch, I can use one of those, that's 2. Then we also got Honey Glazed, that's 3. Then we also got a Chocolate Sprinkler, so that'll get us the 4th mutation. And for the 5th one, I'm gonna just use a Glimmering mutation from my main account. So there we go, this Cocoa Mango now has 5 mutations on it. So all we gotta do now is a favorite tool it, so it's like unfavorited. And then let's make sure none of these like other things has 5 mutations on it. What is my Titanic Rainbow Crab doing? Get out of here, buddy. Okay, but yeah, these sugar apples are looking good. Oh, also, the reason I had sugar apples was because I needed an Aurora Shocked Sugar Apple to send to the next tier or whatever. With that being said, all we gotta do now is wait for our Queen Bee to refresh our butterfly's ability. Okay, and there we go. After a bit of waiting, we got this thing rainbow now, so we can go ahead and favorite tool it up again so we don't accidentally pick it up. Then let's start with the sprays. So we got a Cloud Touched one, one, honey glazed, amber, and then I'm actually gonna hold off for this shocked one, but I will go ahead and place another chocolate sprinkler down. There we go. Nice. And now, before I do anything else, I need to get rid of all these sugar apples, and I could have done that before the video, but if we go ahead and look at them, some of them have the Aurora mutation, and that's like a really rare weather event mutation, so like I didn't want to get rid of it if I didn't have to, you know? And same with these carrots. Look at this carrot. It has sun-dried. So with that being said, before I do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and place down some Spinosauruses so they can move all the mutations from the extra fruits onto the main one. And if you didn't know, what the Spinosaurus does is every 18 minutes it devours a random fruit from 4 other fruits in my garden and then roars, spreading those mutations to one random fruit in my garden. But it prioritizes applying mutations to a favorited fruit. And since we do have 2 of them, we shouldn't honestly be waiting too long. So I'm gonna go AFK for like however long it takes, and then I'll be back when we get rid of all the extra mutations. Okay, and here we go. We didn't get all the mutations off, but I'm pretty sure we got like all the rare ones, like Eclipsed and then so on. And also, I'm low-key gonna go ahead and pick up these other huge cocoa mangoes, just so like I can grow some small ones, you know? With that being said, now that we've done all that, let's go ahead and look at our starting point. Let's unfavorite it, and holy... Wait, I already have so much, bro. Look at that. What? Rainbow Eclipse, Chocolate, Bloodlit, Glimmering, Windstruck, Burnt, Amber, Honey Glazed, Frozen, Cloud Touched, Moonlit, and Sun-Dried. Ooh, and now we got a Thunderstorm? Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and favorite tool the Cocoa Mango up again, and now let's go ahead and get started with the actual mutations. So, did we get shocked on any of these by any chance? Doesn't look like we did, unfortunately. I think we just did. Yes, wait, perfect! Getting shocked on that leads me to my first pet mutation, which is a Raiju. And then what this guy would do is every 8 minutes he'll devour a fruit with shocked and then spread the static mutation to 4 random fruits in my garden. With that being said, let's go ahead and get my trowel to move this shocked sugar apple out of the way. And now the next mutation that I'm gonna work on getting is warped. And the reason for that is because I still got sugar apples in my garden. So if we go ahead and place down our apple gazelles, we can see that these guys will give us a small chance of getting the warped mutation whenever we pick up a sugar apple. So let's go ahead and start picking up. Nice, we got warped, and here's the sugar apple we got it on. Ooh, wait, it also has shocked. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem if our Raiju eats that. Here, let's go ahead and trowel it out of the way, and then let's continue picking up the sugar apples, and hopefully we got another warped mutation. Nice, we got warped, but now we gotta figure out on which other sugar apple we got warped. Loki, let's just keep picking up sugar apples until we find the warped one. And we got another warped mutation? Okay, it looks like we're good on these trees though. So let's go ahead and reclaim them. And let's also go ahead and pick up these carrots. We won't be needing them no more. Oh, and here's the other warped mutation. Wait, and low-key, we got 2 warped mutations along with a shock mutation on the same sugar apple. So let's also go ahead and reclaim that other sugar apple tree. And now we can pick up our apple gazelles. And before we do anything else, I'm gonna wait for our Raiju to eat the sugar apple so that we can get static, because I really want to get rid of like these other sugar apple trees. In the meantime, let's go ahead and sell these cocoa mangoes to see what the base price is like. And holy, and 100 kg one? How much does that one sell for? Since that one over there should be bigger than it. It's just a base one. 9 million. Holy. Wait, that's actually super good. That's like base price. It had literally 0 mutations on it. That's actually really solid. I can't even lie. Okay, but anyways, to speed the process up a bit, let's go ahead and give our Raiju some toys. And now he'll do his ability in 2 minutes. Okay, nice. So I just gotta wait for that. Okay, and here we go. Now come on, Raiju. I need you to spread the static mutation onto the thingy-mabobber, onto the cocoa mango. Nice, and he did. That's perfect. We can now go ahead and pick him up. And now, once again, I'm gonna place both of my Spinosauruses down so that I can get the shocked and then warped mutation off of these sugar apples. Okay, and if we look at the sugar apples, we didn't get all the mutations off of them, but if we go ahead and look at the cocoa mango, we did get shocked and then warped, so we're good. So let's go ahead and favorite that pupper back up, and then I can go ahead and shovel the sugar apple. And now that we've finally cleared up our little work area here, let's go ahead and get started with the pet mutations. So let's get our disco bees out. out to get disco, our corrupted kitsunes to get us corrupt chakra or corrupt foxfire chakra. Then let's get our lobster thermidors out, and we actually got a corrupted one of these, and then we also have a tranquil lobster thermidor. And these guys' ability is still the same, but since I put a tranquil and corrupted shard on them, they'll give us a chance to get the corrupted mutation or the tranquil mutation, which is another 2 of the mutations we need, you know? And now, since we do still have 2 extra pet equip slots, let's go ahead and get our spaghetti sloths out. And the reason that I'm getting these out so early is because we need 3 different mutations from them to combine into a 4th one. So we need meatballs, pasta, and sauce to make spaghetti. So getting all those mutations will take a while, you know? Also here, low-key, let's go ahead and move the cocoa mango like more towards the center of the garden. Yes, just like that. And the reason that I'm doing this is because if we check out their ability, they have to be nearby for like the fruit to actually get the mutation, you know? And I don't have any pancake stacks on this account, so like that's not going to be helping me at all. Anyways, so now while we wait for our pets' abilities to go off, let's go ahead and join back in on my main account so that we can place a kitsune down, and then this will get us hopefully foxfire chakra, but more than likely it'll just get us normal chakra. Oh, and yeah, then also since the kitsune is maxed out and is rainbow, we only have to wait 16 minutes, so that's honestly not bad at all. Okay, and here we go. Our disco bees abilities are about to go off. Where are our disco bees? Oh, they were inside the cocoa mango. But look, trust, we're about to get disco first try. There he goes. Come on, disco. Failed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Our second disco bees got us. Look, trust, me and Mitch are like best friends, so he's gonna get this for us. There he goes. Come on, Mitch. Bro. Mitch, I thought we were buddies. What happened? Well, 'tis be unfortunate. On the bright side, our spaghetti sloth's abilities are about to go off, so let's hope we get 2 out of the 3 mutations that we need. Sauce? Okay, that's one of the mutations we need. Now I need this little guy to give us pasta or meatballs now. Oh, and then wait, I completely forgot about our lobster thermidors. And molten first try, let's go! Bro, they're the goat. And then we also got pasta. Bro, our pets are on a generational run right now. Like, we literally already got molten, pasta, and then sauce. So now we literally just need meatballs from our spaghetti sloths, and we can pick them up. Ooh, and then I almost forgot about our account, but look at that. There goes our kitsune. Come on, go for the big one preferably. Come on, Ruzi. Which one did he go for? This little one? Not ideal, but it's all right. We can now go ahead and dip on our main account. And now let's get back to mutating. So which pet is up next? Our corrupted kitsunes. Oh, nice. Those are usually really easy to get. Okay, and here go our kitsunes. Come on, please. Corrupted foxfire chakra. Normal corrupt chakra. I mean, it's not what I wanted, but like, it's another mutation I did need, so like, 'tis be alright. Let's go ahead and pick up our kitsunes, stuff them in the bag, and then I just realized that I still need the pollinated mutation, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out our mega queen bee again. And the reason that I'm doing the queen bee instead of just like any old bee is because of her second ability. It'll refresh somebody else's ability, so it's like a double whammy, you know? And with that being said, we do still have 1 more pet equip slot, so that's where our junk bot is gonna come into play, because this guy's mutation can be like super annoying to get sometimes. Him only having a 15% chance of succeeding isn't doing us any favors. Okay, and here we go. After a few minutes of waiting, our lobster thermidor just failed to get corrupted, and so did our tranquil one. Bruh. I was about to say, after a few minutes of waiting, we just got tranquil and corrupted. I was gonna try to like pre-fire and gain some aura, you know, but I guess that just takes away some aura. On the bright side though, their meteoric ability is about to go off here in 4 minutes, and since that one is only a 10% chance, I'm give them a bit of a helping hand, if you know what I mean. Oh, lobsters, I got a delicious toy for y'all. Come on, please. No, bro, they both failed. What was the point of me giving them a toy if they were just gonna fail? Bro, they low-key trolled me. They played me. Okay, but here we go. I know for a fact our disco bees won't do us dirty like our lobsters did. Look at this. Disco second try. Bro, no. Okay, the tiny guy's got us. Trust. Mitch, I need you to lock in, please. He's got 40 seconds, but thanks to the help of a little toy, he will apply disco instantly. Look at this. Disco. Let's go. Oh, wait, he actually did it. I thought he was gonna fail like the lobsters did. W, Mitch. Do I have any food I can feed you? Usually all my pets go hungry, but you deserve some food. Okay, and there we go. Finally found him. I can go ahead and feed him. And then let's go ahead and pick our disco bees up. So now let's go ahead and get our aromatic bear bee out to get aromatic. And if I'm not mistaken, we do already have honey glazed. So we won't be needing that portion of his ability. Yes, look at that right there, honey glazed. So we just need aromatic from this guy. And now the next pet I'm gonna place down is a super simple mutation that will get us a guaranteed 100x, which is the lemon lion. Let's go ahead and plop him down. And in only 5 minutes, this guy will get us the brain rot mutation, which is an 100x. So like, that's crazy good. Also, I guess it's a her since her name is Joni. So whoopsie, my bad, Joni. But anyways, all we gotta do now is wait 5 minutes for her ability to go off. And the 5 minutes are pretty much up. Here we go. Let's go. Brain rot. Let's go ahead and pick Joni up. And then also our junk bot's ability is about to go off. And since his chance of succeeding is so low, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a toy. And then hopefully, just hopefully, please, bro. I'm really giving you guys toys for absolutely no reason, huh? You know what? I'm done giving you guys toys. I'm sorry, all of y'all, but like the junk bot and then lobster thermidors ruined it for you guys. No more toys for nobody. And bro, no, wait, I literally just missed it, but we just got pollinated too. Yeah, look at that, pollinated. I don't know how I forgot about that. Ooh, and then look at that. We only got a minute till she refreshes another pet's ability. Let's go. Hopefully it's like the lobster's meteoric ability. That one's success rate is so low. Like I need as much help as I can for that one. Oh, and yeah, then I also forgot, but we do still have an extra pet equip slot. So let's go ahead and get our next 2 pets ready. For one of them, we're gonna go ahead and place down the cockatrice and then the peach wasp. The peach wasp I'll place right now. And if we check out his ability, every 25 minutes we'll guaranteed get the plasma mutation, and then every 10 minutes it'll sting a random pet and advance their cooldown by a minute. So like, it's another double whammy, you know? It is only a minute, but hey, it'll add up over time, you know? And then bruh, the queen bee just refreshed the peach wasp's ability. Wait, that's so good. I just got 25 minutes worth for that refresh. Bro, that's actually so lucky. What are the chances of that? We can go ahead and pick up our queen bee along with our peach wasp. And once again, we have an extra 2 pet inventory slots. For one of them, let's go ahead and place down the cockatrice. And this is the new divine pet. And this guy does like everything. If we check out his ability, is every 16 minutes he screeches and all fruits within 20 studs have a 20% chance to turn silver with a 1% chance to turn gold. And then every 10 minutes he spits at fruits/pets and it'll give the fruits the toxic mutation and then advance pets abilities by like 80 seconds. So that's like another like mini peach wasp, you know? Or I guess it's better than the peach wasp since it's 80 seconds instead of 60. Oh, and then wait, that also reminds me, talking about abilities that cool down stuff, we also need to get cyclonic from our griffins. And the reason that reminded me of that is because if we check out their ability, any animal that they strike with their cyclone will get their cooldown reduced by 67 seconds. So that's just like another thing that'll help us out, you know? Ooh, and then our spaghetti sloths are going crazy. Sauce? Bro, no, I need meatballs, please. Come on, Jay, please give us the meatball mutation, because then that means we'll get another 2 pet equip slots. Okay, and there he goes. Come on, Jay, lock him for us, please. Bro, it's low-key so hard to see our animals. This cocoa mango is too massive. Did someone say massive? Bruh, and no, we got pasta again. What are the odds of that? I guess it makes sense. Now that I think about it, if I was a pet, I wouldn't want to succeed on stuff either, because then that means the reward for succeeding is getting stuffed in the never-ending bag. And that just doesn't sound like too much fun to me. Also, I know what I said earlier about the no toy thing, but I'm pretty sure our lobster's meteoric ability is about to go off again. So I'm for real only give them one more toy this time. And if they fail, let's just say they're never getting the toy again. Okay, come on, we'll wait for the first one to do his thing. Oh, and then wait, what if it's the corrupted ability? I need my trowel quick. Let's put it next to him. Bruh, it was the corrupted ability, but he failed either way. So like, what was the point of that? Let's move it to our other lobster now. And here, wait, let's actually put the trowel in my hotbar, and then let's also put the toy in my hotbar. And now let's move the cocoa mango over here and give him the toy. Come on, please, Tranquil. Bruh, y'all for real be trolling. Oh, and then wait, look at that. Only 3 more minutes till their meteoric ability goes off. And that was actually the main reason I gave them the toy. So if they succeed on that, I guess I'll be able to forgive them. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and move our cocoa mango back. And I just realized this tree looks exactly like a coconut tree. The coconut tree just has like 2 more thingies going out on each side. They really just retextured the coconut tree for the new best seed in the game. That's crazy. Okay, and here we go. We only have like 20 seconds till our lobsters try to get meteoric. But before that happens, I want to let you know that we're getting super close to 100,000 subscribers. So all I'm trying to say is, if you want to subscribe and help me out, you'll be a part of the OG 100K, because after we hit it, you'll never be able to say you were OG again. So if you want to help your boy out, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And come on, I need our second lobster to get us meteoric now. I don't know how they keep failing. Bro, no more toys for them. What other pet is about to go off? Ooh, our junk bot. Ooh, and then our cockatrice too. Let's go. We got 2 more pets that are about to go off. And then our cockatrice is in a 100% success rate. So you love to see it. Our junk bot failed. You don't love to see it. Luckily, Jackie won't fail us though. Nice, look at that. We got toxic, and then he also gave the other pets some XP. Bro, the cockatrice is actually such a cool pet, I can't even lie. Now that we're done with it though, we can go ahead and stuff it in the bag, and let's low-key go ahead and move on to our gnomes. And then these guys do only have a 1% chance of succeeding, but for every gnome cosmetic they gain an additional 1% chance. So let's go ahead and plop a bunch of gnomes down, and I do only have like 10 of these, so getting gnomed is low-key gonna be rough. So with that being said, at this point, I'm low-key just gonna go AFK for like an hour, let our pets do their thing, and then by the time we get back, we should be able to like fully cycle a new rotation of pets. Okay, and it's been about an hour, and we got everything but Tranquil from our lobster, Aromatic from our bear bee, and then Cyclonic from our griffin. So to help out with that, I'm gonna place down this corrupted bird thingy-mabobber, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and then an aromatic raccoon. And now to also help out our griffins, since their like tornado needs to hit the fruit for it to actually have a chance of getting Cyclonic, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the gear shop and then buy loads of carrots. And then I'm gonna go ahead and scatter them out. Just so like this way, whenever the griffin sends its like cyclones out, it has more of a chance of hitting the item, you know, or like the fruit. And since I do still have 2 more pet equip slots, I'm gonna go ahead and place down 2 chicken zombies. These guys will hopefully get a zombified, and we do have a pretty solid lineup here. So with that being said, I'm gonna give all my pets another hour, and then hopefully by the time we get back, we'll have Aromatic along with zombified and finally Tranquil. Okay, and I don't even think it's been an hour, but I'm not gonna lie, our pets have cooked. Look at this. So unfortunately, most of the mutations got on carrots, but we got Tranquil on this carrot, then we also got Aromatic. Ooh, and then wait, I didn't even see this until now, but we also got zombified. Let's go. And then last but not least, we also got Cyclonic. So let's go ahead and finish picking up all these extra carrots, and then if I'm not mistaken, we can literally pick up everything. So we can pick up our bear bee, griffins, Tranquil lobster, Fernando, aromatic raccoon, and then our chicken zombies. Nice. Okay, and now that we got that though, we can move on to getting the last 3 mutations, because unless I did my counting wrong, we should only have 3 more mutations that we have to get on this thing. And bro, look at it. I still can't get over how derpy looking it looks. Okay, but anyways, the first one is ceramic, so let's go ahead and place down our jackalopes. And if you didn't know what ceramic is, it's clay plus like a heat mutation, so like fried, burnt, and then like so on. And then clay is just water and sandy. And then luckily for us, these jackalopes right here will give us sandy. And then their abilities go off off like really frequently too, so that's also really nice. So now that we'll know that we'll get ceramic here soon, the next thing we have is the Spriggan. And this guy, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of rough to get his mutation. If we plop him down, we can see that every 20 minutes, fruit within a 30 stud radius only has a 15% chance to get the bloom mutation. So like, I'm not gonna lie, that one's real rough. And then wait, that reminds me, we also need verdant from our scarlet macaws, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and wait to place this bad boy down till later, and I'll explain why a bit later. For now, let's just focus on getting the current mutations that we need. So come on. Sandy to carrot but failed, and Sandy to cocoa mango but failed. Okay, this be alright. Ideally, I need to get Sandy on the carrot that has wet on it though, so I can then get the clay mutation, and then that clay mutation plus the sun-dried that's on this huge cocoa mango should make ceramic. And that's actually why I'm waiting off on putting verdant onto it, because if I put verdant onto it first and then the Sandy mutation, or not the Sandy mutation and then the clay mutation, like it'll just stay as clay. It won't get burnt and turn into ceramic, you know? With that being said, besides any rare super weather event mutations or any of the mutations from our pets here, the only other mutation we're missing besides verdant is rot from our mandrakes. And do I really only have one on this account? Apparently I do. Oh, nice. Look at that. We just got Sandy. Please tell me it was on a carrot that had wet. Wait, what did we get Sandy on? Wait, what? I am not seeing the carrot that we got Sandy on. Oh, right here. Nice. So as you can see, we now got clay. So now that clay plus the sun-dried that's on the cocoa mango will make ceramic. So we can now go ahead and pick up our jackalopes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and join back in on my main account so that I can gift myself some more mandrakes. And the reason that I'm doing this is because like the chances of actually getting the rot mutation from mandrakes is like super low, 3% low to be exact. And since I only have 45 mandrake seeds left from the beanstalk event, I'm trying to make them last me as long as possible, you know? So with that being said, let's go ahead and place down all of our mandrakes. Then let's plant down a few mandrakes. Then let's water set mandrakes up. And yo, look at that. We got a gold one. Nice. And look at this. We're about to get rot first try. Bro, I just called it. Let's go. Bro, I'm actually the GOAT. Look, we're about to get it again. Again? Again? Yes, sir. And again, one last time. We did not get it again one last time. Bro, we got it 2 out of 5 times, though. That's so good. We can now go ahead and pick up all our mandrakes. And now the only thing we're missing is bloom from our Spriggan and then verdant from our scarlet macaws. And like I said earlier, for those, I'm gonna just wait a bit. For now, let's just wait for our Spriggan's ability to go off. Yo, and wait, I was about to go AFK and wait for the Spriggan to do his thing, but I just realized we're also missing fortune from the golden goose, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and place some spinosauruses down just so we could get their cooldown going on these guys, you know? Okay, and now for real, I can wait for the Spriggan's ability to go off. Okay, and the Spriggan's ability is about to go off, but before that happens, let's quickly go ahead and pick up the carrots, or buy some carrots, and then I need to place down a bunch of carrots like around him. Move, Spinosaurus, move! Nice, there he goes. And nice! That worked out perfectly. Let's go. If it wasn't obvious, the reason that I placed all those carrots down was because like I needed the carrots to be around the Spriggan for them to actually have the chance of getting the gloom mutation, you know? Or the bloom mutation, not the gloom. So we can now go ahead and pick up the Spriggan along with the golden goose since she already laid her egg. So now I just gotta wait for our Spinosauruses to do their thing. Okay, and here they go. Come on, give me some big eggs, please. I don't want to be waiting here forever. Okay, we got some decently sized ones, I guess. Measuring by the studs that my head reaches to, this one doesn't even have one left. There's a bit more than one left on that one. And then, okay, yeah, so far this one right here is the biggest. Let's go ahead and favorite that one for now. And now, before our mimic octopuses do their thing, let's go ahead and recall wrench to the gear shop. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy a Grandmaster Sprinkler. Oh, and wait, no, actually, instead of buying the Grandmaster Sprinkler on this account with Robux, I do still have 2 of them left on my main account. count. And also, now that I think about it, I'm gonna wait for the golden geese's abilities to get under 10 minutes so they can also use the Grandmaster Sprinkler. And the reason that I'm doing this is because when the golden eggs are laid down, they do still take a bit to grow. It's like next to no time, but like they start at 0% fully grown and then they'll grow. So my theory is that the Grandmaster Sprinklers will affect the size of the golden eggs. And I apparently do also have some Master Sprinklers. I'll make sure to place those down too. The only issue though, I do only have 2 Grandmaster Sprinklers and then 3 Master ones. So I'm gonna have to like spread them out evenly somehow. Okay, and there we go. Their cooldowns have reached under 10 minutes, and I also kind of already placed one down by accident in the corner. So, like, whoopsie. Okay, but anyways, let's start off by placing the Grandmaster one, making sure it's in the middle this time, and that should be good. So now let's just place down all the Master Sprinklers. One right there. Why didn't that place? There we go. One over here, and then one over here. And then I do also have some Master Sprinklers on my main, so let's also go ahead and place one more of those down. And I'm also going to go ahead and quickly buy a Grandmaster Sprinkler with Robux, actually. It's only one, so like, it's not too big of a loss, you know? There we go. So now let's place it down like right here should do. Okay, and there we go. Nice. Now we just gotta wait for the mimic octopuses to do their thing. Okay, and there we go. There's the first one. The second one. The third. Oh! And wait, I think the sprinkler method actually works on the golden eggs. Bro, look at this jumbo one. Holy. Wait, do we have any more abilities? Okay, our octopuses are tapped out, but we do still have 3 more geese abilities. Not gonna lie though, getting one this big so early on is crazy. Let's go ahead and favorite it so I don't accidentally pick it up. And then I can actually go ahead and unfavorite this other one. And now let's just go ahead and pick up all the other eggs for reference. So we originally got like 9.4 and 9.45 kg for golden eggs, and now we got a 9.78 kg one, and this one also looks pretty big. Yeah, look at that, 10.26 kgs. I could be mistaken, but like I think it's actually pretty safe to say that the sprinkler method works on the golden fortune eggs. That's actually very interesting. Okay, so now I'm gonna just let our golden gooses do their thing once more, and then if they can't get us a bigger egg, we'll just use this one. Okay, and here they go again. Come on. And I wonder if I could show you what I mean. When they first lay down the golden egg, you can see that it's 0% fully grown. And then it grows like super fast, you know? Okay, but yeah, as expected, we didn't get any bigger golden eggs. So let's go ahead and pick all these other golden eggs up. And then I can also go ahead and pick up our golden geese. And now let's work on getting this thing rainbow. So let's pull our butterfly, plop that bad boy down. And then just so the golden egg gets the 5 mutation requirement, I'm gonna just put on a bunch of mid-mutation sprays, like a cloud-touched one, a wet one, a honey-glazed one, and then last but not least, a burnt one. And just like that, it has the 5 mutations needed to become rainbow. So let's go ahead and unfavorite it. And since I decided to leave the mimic octopuses down, I literally only have to wait 11 minutes instead of the normal 30 minutes it takes for a butterfly to do its thing. Also, in the meantime, let's go ahead and place a kitsune down so that I can get chakra or foxfire chakra. And then that reminds me, I'm also going to go ahead and move this big egg to the center of the garden just so it looks a bit better, you know? There we go. And then is this thing favorited? Like, it's not showing I could pick it up. Huh, that's so weird. I guess we should be chilling though. And now we do still have 2 more empty pet equip slots. So I'm gonna go ahead and place down some lobster thermidors. And then that'll hopefully help me get the molten mutation along with the meteoric one. And then even the tranquil mutation, since one of them is a tranquil lobster thermidor. And then our mimics would honestly even get bonus points if they copy our lobster's abilities right after one of the mimics copies the butterfly's ability. Oh, and wait, no, that reminds me. I actually gotta pick up the thermidors and then place them down right after the mimic octopuses copy the butterfly, just so that way we don't get molten or meteoric before this thing becomes rainbow, you know? Ooh, and wait, I got an idea. To actually have enough time to place down the lobsters, let's go ahead and give one of my mimic octopuses a toy. You can have it, Fawny, why not? So now this way, Fawny's ability will go off like 4 minutes before any of the other octopus's abilities, which will then give me plenty of time to place down the lobsters. Bro, I'm low-key so big brain, I can't even lie. Okay, and there he goes. Come on, Fawny, let's get this bread. Yes, he's doing the thing. Nice. We now have a huge rainbow golden egg. So let's go ahead and Pick up our butterfly, stuff it in the bag, then let's place down our lobster thermidors, and let's also go ahead and favorite this egg up again. And now that we did that, we can go ahead and start putting some more mutation sprays on it. So I got a verdant one, a wet one, cloud touch, honey glazed, burnt, and then finally amber. Oh, and wait, that also reminds me, let's go ahead and get our kappa out, or kappa, however you pronounce it, so that the wet mutation on this can turn into bloodlit. It is only a 10% chance, but that is the only way to get it, so like, yeah. Oh, and yeah, then also, that reminds me, I can go ahead and put a chocolate sprinkler down. I should have one somewhere around here. Yes, right here. And why didn't that turn chocolate? Maybe I gotta like trowel it onto it? That's interesting. I guess I'll just buy a chocolate spray, why not? And I also need a shocked one, so while I'm here, I might as well also go ahead and buy one of those. And it's still not getting the chocolate mutation. That's weird. Wait, actually, let's pick up my kappa so they don't copy his ability. Come on, mimic octopuses, do your thing. Nice, we got molten. So now we just need meteoric and then we'll be done with our lobsters. And it does look like our mimic octopuses are tapped out, so let's just go ahead and pick them up. All their abilities are going to take a while. We can go ahead and put our kappa back down though. And now I'm going to go ahead and get out my corrupted Tanzuhar. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name, but this guy will just give me the corrupted mutation in 24 minutes. Next, I can also go ahead and get our corrupted kitsunes to get corrupted chakra, and then that combined with normal chakra from our main kitsune will get us harmonized chakra. And then we're honestly off to a really great start. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mutations on it. And now that I think about it, I still am missing pollinated, so let's go ahead and get our queen bee out. And then that way, instead of just using a normal bee, this queen bee can also refresh one of our pet's abilities, you know? And now the final pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is our spaghetti sloth. And then what this little guy does is every 14 minutes it goes to a nearby fruit and does a cooking, whatever that means, applying pasta sauce or a meatball mutation. So now I just gotta wait for their abilities to actually go off. And there we go, there goes our kitsune. We got the chakra mutation now, so that means we should be getting harmonized chakra here pretty soon. And before I forget, let's actually go ahead and sell all the golden eggs that I got earlier, so we can hopefully get the fortune mutation on the golden egg. Okay, the first one was a bust. Second time maybe? No. People do be saying third time's the charm, right? Bruh, let's just go ahead and sell my full inventory at this point. Come on, give me the fortune mutation, please. Bruh, how didn't we get it? Okay, I guess I'll just have to get another golden goose to lay another egg down, and then I'll spinosaurus the fortune mutation onto this main egg. Also, do I have a tanning mirror on this account? I do not. What about a star collar? I do. Let's go ahead and place that down. And then let's also place a night staff down to up the chances of getting celestial and then moonlit. And then apparently I don't even have a tanning mirror on my main account either. Unfortunately, there goes another 200 Robux. But with that, we should be able to get paradisal now, so that's nice. Also, I just realized instead of wasting time by placing down another golden goose and then spinosauring the fortune onto my main egg, I can just go ahead and gift this huge egg that I got from the kitsune to this account. And then hopefully I'll get the fortune mutation from that. Also, what happened to the egg? It just disappeared. What? What is that? I think we already broke the game, bro. Look at this. That actually looks crazy. Okay, but come on, give me fortune mutation, please. Bruh. Okay, at this point, it's time to pull out the raccoon army on my main account, because we already need to get enough pet mutations as it is on this golden egg. Imagine having to wait like another 40 minutes for a goose to lay down its egg and then for a spinosaurus to do its thing. Yeah, getting every mutation won't be an easy task. Also, I'm excited to see how much this will sell for at the end of the video. Ooh, and also our lobsters are doing their thing. What was that? You guys just did like a little jumpy thing and then didn't even try to apply it? Oh wait, it was because it was the molten mutation and this already has it. Okay, that makes sense. When wait, travel quickly. Let's move this like towards the center. I missed it. The Ninhanzuru thing or whatever his name is. Fernando was doing his thing. I missed the time period though, unfortunately. So I did not get Shrinkwool on it. Also, would you look at that? It's finally got the chocolate mutation on it. I don't know how, but it got it. So that's all that matters. Or maybe I was just tripping earlier. I'm not really sure. Okay, but yeah, all I gotta do now is wait for our pet's abilities to go off. Okay, and there we go. Our Kappa's and then Spaghetti Sloth's abilities are about to go off. That should be another 2 mutations right there, hopefully. Well, 1 for sure from the Spaghetti Sloth, and then the Kappa, it's only a 10% chance. Come on, Chef Sloth, do your thing. Nice, we got sauce on it. So now, what's the other thing we're missing? Okay, yeah, so now I'm pretty sure we also got to get the meatball mutation, so then we can get, I think it's like spaghetti on it. Yeah, we still need the meatball mutation from that. Okay, so we should only have to wait on him for another 13 minutes, which isn't too bad. Also, I was looking at the mutation sprays on my main account, and I also have a fried mutation spray, so I'm also going to go ahead and apply that to the golden egg. So there we go. That's another mutation added onto the golden egg. Okay, and here we go. Malo's ability is about to go off, and I'm not sure which ability it is, but hopefully it's the meteoric one. Wait, what just happened? He literally had like 10 seconds left on the cooldown. I think he might be bugged low-key, especially given the fact with the tranquil thing, you know? Okay, maybe putting tranquil on him wasn't the best idea if I'm being honest. Ooh, wait, Fernando's ability is about to go off, so let's get our trowel ready. Just so that I can move the egg towards him, and then that'll give the egg the chance to get tranquil on it. Come on, give me tranquil, please. Bro, what? Oh, it only gives them a 5% chance of getting mutated. Okay, that would make sense. Oh, and there goes our corrupted kitsunes. Nice. We just got 2 more mutations. Pollinated and then corrupt chakra. So now we got harmonized chakra and pollinated. Now I can go ahead and pick up our corrupted kitsunes. And before I pick up the queen bee, I'm gonna let like its ability refresh go off first. There's only a minute left until that. And then I'm gonna be replacing those corrupted kitsunes with 2 disco bees. Okay, and whose ability will the queen bee refresh? Oh, and nice, our raccoon army is doing their thing. That should give us some more chances to get the fortune mutation. Okay, but the queen bee is doing its thing. Disco. Wait. No, it failed. I'm not gonna lie, getting disco that early on would have been so nice. With that being said, we are done with the queen bee, so let's go ahead and pick it up. And then let's go ahead and place a chicken zombie down in its place. And now while we wait for more of our animals' abilities to go off, let's go ahead and transfer all those golden eggs from my main onto this account. Oh, and they failed for meteoric too. That's unfortunate. And they failed again, bruh. Wait, they failed at corruption? I thought that was a guaranteed thing. Yeah, look at that. Corrupted. Every 24 minutes, a nearby fruit embraces the corruption, applying the corrupted mutation. Bruh. How do they fail at something that's a guaranteed chance? Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and sell these eggs, and hopefully we'll get the fortune mutation. We did not. Tis be unfortunate. Okay, and yeah, all we can really do now is wait. It's gonna be a while before any more of our abilities can go off. So, like, I guess I just gotta be patient. Okay, and here we go. Our Spaghetti Sloth's ability is about to go off. Come on. Please, Spaghetti Sloth, do your thing. There he goes. Give me a new mutation, please. Ooh, and nice. We're already stacking up a whole lot of mutations on this bad boy. Let's go. Also, I was thinking, since the chicken zombie's ability takes forever to go off, like 25 minutes, it's gonna be a lot more efficient if I just get that last and then pair it with mimic octopuses, since that would cut the cooldown by like 25% or something like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pick it up, and then I'm gonna replace it with the junk bot, and then this will hopefully help us get the oil mutation. Yo, and I don't know when this happened, but our golden egg got tranquil on it. Let's go. Unfortunately, I can't pick this guy up just yet, just because I do still need the corrupted mutation. With that, we're up to a whopping 16 mutations already, so that's honestly really good. And then to top that off, our disco bee's abilities are about to go off, so imagine we get disco. Here, wait, low-key, let's feed them a medium toy to like help the chance of them actually succeeding, you know? Okay, come on. The first one failed, but the second one's got it. Yes, sir. Bro, what'd I tell you? How much does that boost their ability? Ooh, wait, that's like a 25% increase. That's actually pretty solid if I'm being honest. Okay, now that we got disco though, we can go ahead and pick those up, stuff them into the bag, and now I'm a low-key replace them with pterodactyls. And then if we check out these guys' abilities, every 10 minutes, it flaps their wings, sends out ripples of wind, causing 3.6 random fruits to get wind struck, with an 18% chance for Twisted to be applied as well. And then it also makes me jump higher, so that's nice. Look at this. So yeah, from these guys, we're looking for the Twisted and then Windstruck mutation. And our raccoons are once again doing some work on our main account. So let's go ahead and transfer those eggs over. And then surely I get the fortune mutation this time around, right? Bruh. Okay, well, back to waiting we go. Low-key, I'm gonna give my pets an hour, and by the time I return, I better have a whole lot of new mutations on this golden egg. And I'm talking to all of y'all. You guys hear that? Okay, and it hasn't even been that long, but we already got a good amount of new mutations. We got meteoric, spaghetti, and then we also got windstruck onto it now. So that means I can go ahead and pick up my lobsters, and then same with my spaghetti sloth. Yo, and wait, this is perfect. Another reason that I went AFK was so I could get some weather mutations onto the golden egg, since so far I've only gotten pet mutations onto it. And look at what just started, acidic rain. Also, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like the more plants you have, the higher chance you have to get a weather mutation. So let's actually go ahead and buy some carrots. And then either way, I can just Spinosaurus like all the mutations from the carrots onto the golden egg. Okay, but yeah, now that we've picked up our lobsters, we have a few more slots. So let's go ahead and place down this aromatic bear bee. And then in 25 minutes, that'll hopefully get me the aroma mutation. Then let's also go ahead and place down the spriggan for the bloom mutation. And the only thing with this one is that I have to be like on the lookout so like I can move the egg to his location, you know? And last but not least, let's also go ahead and place a chicken zombie down. I know I said I was gonna wait, but like there's no point of waiting at this point, you know? And there goes the acid rain event. Hopefully we got the acidic mutation. We did not get on the egg, nor did we on the carrots. Tis be very unfortunate. I did manage to get a few more eggs from my raccoons when I was AFKing though, so let's go ahead and transfer all those over to this account, and then let's sell them. And come on, please, I need the fortune mutation. Bro, what is this luck right now? On the bright side, our pterodactyl's abilities are about to go off, so hopefully we'll get twisted on this. Come on, boys, do your thing. Why didn't they do their thing? Every 10 minutes flaps its wings and sends out ripples of wind, causing 3.9 random fruit to get windstruck with an 18.84% chance for twisted. Oh, wait, I think if it has windstruck already, it can't get twisted. I'm gonna need some more carrots then. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just have to like Spinosaurus everything over later. That's all right though. And we do still need a good amount of weather mutations like Aurora, Sun-Dried, and so on. So I think it's time to go back to AFKing. Okay, we're back, and I actually realized that there was a very specific reason that I wasn't able to get the corrupt mutation. So if we go over to a pet that has the pet shard, if we check out its description, it says every 25 minutes, a nearby fruit gets infused with said mutation. So the reason was that the bird wasn't near the big egg, you know? So I just made sure to like trowel the egg near the bird when it was going off, and look at that. Lo and behold, we got the corrupt mutation. And then also look at this. We even got tempestuous on the carrot, which is windstruck and then twisted combined. So I can now go ahead and pick up my pterodactyls. Also, I know it's pronounced pterodactyl, but it's so much fun when you say it with a P. Anyways, then I'm gonna go ahead and replace those pterodactyls with some jackalopes. And then these guys will just give me the sandy mutation. And their ability goes off like every minute and a half, so I shouldn't be waiting too long for these guys. I will be needing more trowels though, so let's go ahead and run to the gear shop. And bruh, wait, this could actually be really good. Come on, Jandal, give me some event mutations, please. Bruh, Beanstalk was restocked 11 times. What? Okay, let's just go ahead and buy some trowels while Jandal goes crazy. Loki, I'm gonna go ahead and buy those too. Why not? Oh, and bruh, I didn't even need the trowels. We got sandy already. Wait, and now we got ceramic? Oh, wait, I think ceramic is wet plus sandy. That would make sense. Okay, wait, so let's actually go ahead and pick up those jackalopes so our Kappa has a chance of getting bloodlit on this, because I now need our carrot to get bloodlit so I can then transfer it onto like our main thing, you know? Okay, and I know that I said we didn't even need the trowel, but our bear bee's aromatic ability is about to go off in literally like 20 seconds, so that's good. And then also a heat wave. Wait, yes, I need this. Wait, come on, Bear Bee, come over here. Oh, wait, he's going over to this carrot over here. Bro, what is he doing to that carrot? Oh, he's applying honey glaze. Okay, wait, I need to move the egg. Come on, get aromatic, please. Bruh, it failed. No. Bro, wait, did I get that heat wave? I didn't. Okay, luckily we should still have like a few more redirects. So let's just leave the golden egg there now. And just like that, we got Paradisal. Let's go. Ooh, and then we also got zombified. Let's go. Wait, come on, Kappa, do your thing now? Of course he failed. Okay, that's fine though. Our chicken zombies is literally locked in. Let's go ahead and pick those up. And then also, I just realized to get ceramic, do you also need the burnt mutation? Since like I was just looking over the mutations and I am not seeing burnt. Wait, I'm gonna try applying it again. Huh, okay, yeah, I think ceramic does have to deal with burnt, so we don't have burnt no more. That's all right, though. Now that we got a couple extra pet slots again, though, let's go ahead and place down another golden goose so that I can finally get the fortune mutation on this thing. Because, like, apparently no matter how much eggs I sell, I am not getting it. Okay, wait, I do have, like, a few more. And then if I don't get them after these last few eggs, I'm gonna just give up on doing it this way, and I'll just get it from the golden goose, you know? So let's go ahead and accept all these, and then let's sell my inventory. And yeah, I guess I'll just have to get it the old-fashioned way. Let's also go ahead and place down a Spinosaurus. Might as well. And now we still have 2 empty pet slots. And I was planning on placing down the Raiju, this guy right here, along with a shocked carrot to get static on this. But I just realized, since this golden egg also has shocked on it, there's a chance that he eats this instead of the shocked golden carrot. And I'm not gonna lie, there's no shot I'm risking that. So we're gonna have to pass on the static mutation, unfortunately. However, I can go ahead and place down a Tanuki, and then this will hopefully help me get the Moonlit mutation a bit faster. And then to fill the last spot, I'm also going to go ahead and place down the Fennec Fox. And the idea here is that since he could steal mutations, hopefully he can steal like a bunch of the stacked mutations that I have on my main account. So like if we just check out all these random blueberries, look at how much mutations they have. Eclipse, Tempestuous, Aurora, Celestial, Clay, Frozen, Tranquil, Plasma, and Galactic. Like doing it this way can even get me some admin mutations, hopefully. And if we look at the Grow A Garden calculator, besides that, all we're really missing is some weather events and then admin mutations. So at this point, I'm low-key just gonna give all my pets a few hours to get the rest of the mutations we need, like Bloodlift from the Kappa and Oil from the Oil Bot, and then we'll go from there. Also, it looks like our goose finally plopped down the golden egg, so we can go ahead and pick him up. And then I'll just replace him with a Fennec Fox. And actually, I just realized by the time I get it fully grown, the sprinklers are probably going to be down to their last few minutes. So to prevent that, let's just go ahead and hit a little grow wall. And yo, I did not expect it to look like that. Where's the fruit though? Bro, don't tell me I just hit a grow wall and it didn't grow the fruit. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. And I'm not gonna lie, this first one ain't the biggest thing ever. So let's go ahead and pull out some moon cats. Then let's put some pancake stacks down. And then let's get my trowel on standby for when the moon cats like sleep. Okay, and there we go. The cats are sleeping. Oh, wait, this is perfect. Right there, pick it up and then hit a grow wall. Come on, quick. Wait, literally all the cats are right there. No shot I don't get a massive one, right? Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think this should be big enough. Also, look at what we just got, a sun-dried event or a heat wave event. So to actually get this sun-dried, I obviously don't have it rainbow yet, but if I go ahead and place down a carrot and then let's place a tanning mirror, this should redirect the heat waves onto the carrot so I don't gotta worry about getting sun-dried later on. And let's also go ahead and favorite tool the carrot just so I don't pick it up on accident. And there we go, the carrot got sun-dried. So we can now go ahead and pick up our moon cats. Then let's go ahead and place down our mega queen bee along with our butterfly so that we can get rainbow on this thing. And actually, wait, just so I use one less mutation spray, let's also get sun-dried on it real quick. Okay, nice. There we go. We can go ahead and trowel it back to the sprinklers now. And then let's start getting the mutation sprays on it. So we got a honey sprinkler to get honey glazed, a chocolate sprinkler to get chocolate. Then we also got a cloud touched mutation spray, and there we go. That's 4 out of the 5 mutations that we need to get this thing rainbow. So now I'm gonna just wait and hopefully we get frozen on it from the frost event. Ooh, and wait, actually, a fairy just appeared, so I can just use it to go ahead and get glimmering. There we go. Give me glimmering. Bruh, it went towards the carrot. Of course it did. Here, wait, actually, to help with that, let's go ahead and come over here to the fairy godmother, and then have a bunch of points, since like I was grinding out the event to get the Aurora Vine. So let's go ahead and up the fairy spawn amount. There we go. Nice. So now more fairies should spawn. And then let's also go ahead and up the glimmer multiplier so that the glimmer mutation is worth more, you know? Okay, and yeah, unfortunately it did not get chilled, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use a wet mutation spray. And now that we got all 5 mutations, we just gotta wait for our queen bee to refresh the butterfly's ability. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the butterfly doing his thing, but we got rainbow on it now, so that's all that matters, meaning we can now go ahead and move on to getting the actual mutations. Oh, and yeah, let's also go ahead and favorite tool this thing before I pick it up on accident. And we'll start off with the easy mutations. So we got the sprays, we got cloud touch, amber, and then bloom. And I do have a good amount of other mutation sprays, but I'm actually gonna pass on them for now. I will actually go ahead and place down another carrot though, then wait for it to grow. And finally plop a shock mutation spray onto it. Then we can go ahead and place our Raiju down, and this guy will eat the shock mutation off the fruit and give these other 2 fruits static. Anyways, let's go ahead and start placing our pets down. So we got 2 corrupted kitsunes to help us get corrupt chakra or corrupt foxfire chakra. Then let's also get our tranquil and then corrupted lobster thermidors. Our tranquil one will get us the tranquil mutation, and then our corrupted one will get us the corrupted mutation. And then every so often they'll also try to give us meteoric and then molten, which those are like 2 really big mutations that we need. And then I just realized we do still need the queen bee for pollinated, so let's go ahead and bring her out again. And then we do still have 2 more pet slots, so let's go ahead and get the junk bot out. And then another fairy just appeared. I do still need that glimmering mutation, and it's at the back of my garden, so that's a really easy run. Come on. Okay, nice. It's going towards the Aurora Vine. Nice. So that's the glimmering that we needed. And bruh, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the fairy event. I would have gotten glimmering either way. Whoopsie. And anyways, we do still have 1 more pet equip slot, so let's go ahead and plop down my disco bees, or disco bee, since we only got like 1 thing left, you know? Or wait, actually, I'll come back to this disco bee. For now, I'm gonna place down my spinosauruses, since I'm trying to get the sun-dried off this thing quick, so then I can just focus on our main fruit, you know? Because otherwise, like, all our other animals have a chance of applying mutations onto these other fruits. So let's also go ahead and unfavorite the carrot. There we go. And now we just gotta wait for all of our pets' abilities to go off. And low-key, let's go ahead and give our Raiju a toy so that he can speed his ability up, because the least carrots that I have like planted down, the better, you know? Okay, and here we go. The Raiju's ability is about to go off, so he should come over to this carrot, eat it, and then give static to the other plants. Yes, sir. Nice. That's exactly what I needed. So we can now go ahead and pick him up, stuff him in the bag, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up our junk bot and then replace him with 2 disco bees. Since I'm not going to lie, I much rather get disco a lot earlier than oil. And plus, it should just be a bit easier to get since we got 2 disco bees as opposed to 1 junk bot, you know? And with that being said, back to waiting we go. We still got like 12 minutes before any of our other abilities go off. Oh no, never mind. Our lobsters only have a few minutes left. And with the power of editing magic, we could literally just jump to that point. And here we go. Come on, lobsters. Give us molten first try. Failed? Jazzy's got us, trust. Told you, let's go. So that's molten checked off the list. So now we only need meteoric and then tranquil and corrupt from our lobsters. And then we still have 7 minutes left on our spinosaurus. Wait, here, quickly, let's go ahead and give him some toys. So a small one and then a medium one. And I really need him to get the sun-dried off of this so I can pick up the carrot. And I forgot I got a whole bunch of other mutations. Okay, Luma, listen to me. You gotta get the sun-dried off this. That's actually gonna be quite hard now that I think about it. Well, we have a 25% chance. Let's hope the odds are in our favor. Okay, there he goes. Or there she goes. Come on, please. Chilled. Man, we did need chilled, but like, I would have really liked sun-dried. Oh, and nice, we just got pollinated too. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the queen bee's ability, and whoa, wait, this thing looks sick. Okay, so now, before I pick up the queen bee, I'm gonna let her do the second part of her ability, which will refresh somebody's ability. Ooh, low-key, hopefully it's the Spinosaurus's ability, so then he can take another mutation off this carrot and put it onto the Aurora Vine. Wait, that would actually be perfect. Come on, Georgie, refresh Luma's ability, please. Okay, and there she goes. Come on, lobster thermidors, bruh. Okay, well, I guess it really don't matter. Let's go ahead and pick up our queen bee, and then into the bag she goes. And then now that we actually have an extra pet equip slot, let's go ahead and finally place down the junk bot. There we go. And I don't know how it took me this long to realize this, but rookie mistake. I can finally put the shock mutation spray back onto this thing. Whoa. And that completely changes the color. Oh, and there goes our corrupted kitsune. Oh, there you go, nice. Corrupt chakra to carrot. Let's go ahead and pick them up. And once again, I just realized I've been trolling again. Oh, wait, our disco piece just succeeded first try. Okay, wait, that's not what I was gonna say, but like, I am not complaining. We can go ahead and pick them up. And what I was gonna say is that I've been trolling because I haven't joined in on my alt account. And the reason for that is because I need to place a kitsune down on my alt account so that I can get chakra or foxfire chakra. And then I was also just thinking, low-key, I'm gonna just go ahead and pick up my Spinosaurus, and I'll just place a bunch of Spinosauruses down later to like transfer all the stuff from the carrot onto the Aurora Vine, you know? So with that being said, we actually got quite a bit of pet slots to play around with. Let's low-key start off with our spaghetti slots, just because we need to get 3 different mutations from these guys to turn it into a 4th mutation. Then let's go ahead and place down our aromatic bear bee, and then this will get us honey glazed along with aromatic, hopefully. And then we do still have 2 more pet equip slots, so it's time to do some gnoming. Oh, look at that. Wait, we got tranquil too. Nice. Anyways, as I was saying, let's go ahead and place our gnomes down, and then we also need to place a bunch of other gnomes down. So let's go ahead and spam them all down. There we go, and the reason that I'm doing this is because if we check out the gnome's ability, every 10 minutes it has a 1% chance to mutate a random fruit with the gnome mutation, but it gains an additional 1% chance for every gnome cosmetic in my garden. And since I just placed down like 20 or 30 of them, this shouldn't be too hard. Now that we got all our pets down though, all we gotta do is wait a bit. And it actually shouldn't be too long since both of our lobsters' abilities are about to go off, and that should hopefully get us meteoric. Ooh, and then wait, while we wait, do we have frozen on this thing yet? Since we did get a rain event, and rain and chilled equals frozen. No, we didn't. Okay, and here goes the moment of truth. Will we get meteoric? Failed. Okay. Jazzy's got us though. Look, watch this. We're about to get meteoric in 3, 2, 1. Bruh. Tis be alright, I guess. I did have to leave our lobsters down just because we do still need the corrupt mutation. Okay, and here we go. Even though we didn't get meteoric, we're about to get oil. Trust. Look at this. What'd I tell you? Plus 10,000 Dora. Okay, yeah, I'm never saying that again. Anyways, let's go ahead and pick up the junk bot. And now, what can I place down in his place? Wait, Loki, I got it. A golden goosey boy. Let's go ahead and plop him down. And now this guy is like a guaranteed thing pretty much. We just gotta wait for him to lay down an egg, and then we can pick him up. And then we got gnome the first try. Let's go. Wait, our gnomes are also getting picked up. And now we got even more pet inventory slots to play around with. Also, let's low-key go ahead and favorite tool this carrot. I'm not trying to pick it up on accident. That would really stink. So now the next pets I'm gonna go ahead and place down is some scarlet macaws. So let's go ahead and plop 2 of these bad boys down. And then also, what are our scarlet macaws cooldowns like? Only 8 minutes? Oh wait, that's free. Yeah, that's not bad at all actually. What? Ooh, and then we also got meatball. So now the only thing we need is sauce. And then we got spaghetti, and then that'll be it for our spaghetti slots. Okay, I'll take it. So now, whose abilities gonna go off next? Oh, just the scarlet macaws. And then on more of a side note, our normal kitsune's ability is about to go off, so it should be like any second here. Yup, what'd I tell you? Look at that. Bro, and no, it's going directly for the carrot. Or wait, no, that's actually perfect. We got corrupt chakra on the carrot, so that means that'll turn into harmonized chakra if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. So that means we can go ahead and dip on our alt account, plant. And then let's also go ahead and pick up all these gnomes. We will not be needing them no more. There we go. So now we just gotta wait for our pet's abilities to go off. Oh, and then wait, is this the tranquil mutation or what is this? Hopefully it's the meteoric one. I still need meteoric. And then we do still need sauce from our spaghetti sloths. And then aromatic and honey glaze from our bear bee. I don't think we have honey glazed yet. And then yeah, just verdant from our scarlet macaws. And here we go. We weren't waiting for very long. Our scarlet macaws abilities are about to go off. Come on, verdant but failed. You do not love to see it. Also, low-key, just so we can go ahead and pick up our golden goose, let's go ahead and feed him a small toy. I got a bunch of those either way. So there we go. He should be laying his egg down any second now. Bruh, there's still 51 seconds left. I can't wait that long. He gets a big toy. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't have done that. That was low-key a waste. Okay, there he goes, though. And nice. We now have a golden egg with fortune on it. So we can go ahead and pick that goosey boy back up and then stuff him in the bag. And now let's low-key go for like a very easy mutation, which is brain rot from the lemon lion. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy is actually insane. Every 5 minutes, he'll guaranteed apply brain rot to random fruit, and that's in the 100x. So like, I'm not gonna lie, the devs cooked with this guy. So we just gotta wait 5 minutes for him to do his thing. Okay, and here we go. Our lemon lion's ability is about to go off. And also, I find it funny that his name is Sammy, given the fact that the owner of Steal a Brain Rot's name is Sammy, you know? But there we go. We now got Brain Rot, so we can go ahead and pick him up. And then, if we go ahead and unfavorite the Aurora Vine, we can see that we also got sauce on it. And that was the last mutation we needed from our spaghetti sloths, besides meatball and pasta, but this carrot has those, meaning we can also go ahead and pick up our spaghetti sloths. So now the next pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is a peach wasp to guaranteed get plasma, because if we check out his ability, every 25 minutes a nearby fruit gets plasma, and then every 10 minutes he stings a random pet and advances their cooldown. So that one's like a double whammy. We'll be reducing our pet's cooldown to help with other mutations, and then we'll also be getting plasma. And then for our other two pets, we're gonna go ahead and place down some jackalope, because from these guys I need the sandy mutation on this carrot specifically right here. Like, I do not need on the golden egg and the Aurora Vine, and you'll see why here in a bit. So let's wait for their abilities to go off, and since their ability does go off every 99 seconds or 69 seconds, nice, it shouldn't take that long. Oh, and I forgot they had a toy on. That's why it's 69 seconds, not 99. And then also, as we can see, if we check out their ability, it says it has the chance to apply sandy to a nearby fruit. So let's get my trowel ready so that I can move the carrot. And wait, look at how insane this looks. I don't know if that's because of the glimmer mutation, but look at this. It's like a sparkle trail. Okay, but anyways, Samstar's ability is about to go off, so let's plop the carrot there, and come on, please, Sandy. Bruh. Anyways, all I really gotta do now is move around our golden carrot towards our jackalopes until we finally get sandy on it. And the reason I'm doing this is because if we go ahead and place down our golden carrot, or just our normal carrot, we can see that it has wet on it. So wet plus sandy will get us clay. And then since it also has sun-dried, that clay will get heated and turned into ceramic. So that's just like another reason I want to do it specifically on the golden carrot, you know? Because if I get the sandy mutation like on the golden egg, I could just put a wet mutation on it, but then I would have to use like a fried mutation spray on it to turn it into ceramic. Bruh, and we got on the golden egg first. Also, on a bit of a side note, we got the crystal beam event, so let's low-key go ahead and do this real quick so that we can hopefully get, I think it's celestial. It gives us a chance at getting celestial or moonlit, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and power up all the crystals real quick. This one's number 4, number 5, 6, 7, and finally number 8. And now we just gotta hope we get like a good mutation. No, that's the peach wasp. Oh, nice, we got verdant. We can go ahead and pick up the scarlet macaws now. Let's go. So now whenever we get sun-dried from the carrot onto the Aurora Vine, we'll now have celestial, or not celestial, what am I thinking? Paradisal. Also, did we get any good mutations from that event? Meatball wet, honey glaze, harmonized chakra, static, pasta, sun-dried, no. Verdant glimmering, no. Let's check the Aurora Vine out. It does not look like we did. Tis be unfortunate. Okay, and now, while we do still have 3 plants down, the next pet that I'm gonna go ahead and place down is my pterodactyls. And I actually only got to place one of these guys down because if we check out his ability, is every 10 minutes he flaps his wings and sends out ripples of wind, causing 3 random fruit to get windstruck with an 18% chance for Twisted to be applied as well. And then getting windstruck plus Twisted will get us tempestuous, which is another mutation that we need. And then to take that mutation to the next level, we can go ahead and get our griffins out, and then that cyclonic will get us maelstrom, which is like in 100x. Oh, and then wait, look at this. Wait, perfect. Oh wait, no, never mind. Wait, will that work? I was gonna say we got sun-dried on this thing, but it's actually paradisal. Does paradisal plus wet get us ceramic? No, it does not. I just wasted a mutation spray. GG's. Okay, well, I guess I just gotta wait for our jackalopes to get us sandy on the carrot, which they'll do it right now. Oh no, wait. Since this golden egg doesn't have the normal sandy mutation, again, they're gonna try to apply it to the golden egg again too. Let's low-key go ahead and move the golden egg like as far out as possible. So yeah, all we really gotta do now is once again wait for our jackalopes to get sandy on our carrots. Oh, nice. And look at that. We now got ceramic on it and sun-dried. Worked out perfectly. We can now go ahead and pick up our jackalopes. Then let's go ahead and plop down another griffin. And we might as well also go ahead and get started on the new mutations. So let's go ahead and place down the cockatrice. And this is the new divine pet. If we check out its ability, every 16 minutes it screeches and all fruits within 20 studs have a 20% chance to turn silver with a 1% chance to turn gold. Then every 15 minutes it spits at 5.27 different fruits / eggs / pets, and the fruits get the toxic mutation, eggs advance by 81 seconds, and then pets gain 807 XP. So yeah, it's like a pet that does it all. It literally has like a mini peach wasp ability. Then it also has like a bald eagle ability, which will speed up the pet's growth or like the egg hatch speed. And then it also has the potential to give you silver and gold. So it's like a mini dragonfly. And then to top it all off, it also gives you a chance to get the toxic mutation. Or wait, no, I think it's a guaranteed toxic mutation actually. Wait, that's low-key super good then. What? And then also our peach wasp's ability is about to go off, so that should free up another slot. Okay, and here we go. His ability should be going off any second now. Come on, get us plasma, please. Yes, it's going towards the Aurora Vine. Perfect. Oh, and bruh, wait, that was the wrong timer. That was the timer for the refresh ability. Whoopsie. On the bright side, our cockatrice's ability will go off like an extra 60 seconds earlier, so that's nice. Okay, and here we go. Bruh, I was gonna say we're about to get corrupt, and never mind. We're about to get tempestuous though, hopefully from our pterodactyl. Also, before anyone says anything, I know the P is silent, but it just sounds funnier, you know? Oh, and yes, we got windstruck and twisted. So now we should have tempestuous on this thing, meaning we can go ahead and pick it up. And then we only got a minute wait time on our peach wasp. Okay, and here we go. We're actually about to get galactic, or not galactic, plasma. Nice, there we go. We can now go ahead and pick up the peach wasp. And now that we have an extra 2 pet equip slots, let's go ahead and place down our chicken zombies. There we go. So now that should help us get zombified. And then in just another short minute, we're about to have another empty slot. There goes our lobster though. Come on, meteoric, please. Bruh, it was only the molten mutation. I'm surprised we still haven't gotten meteoric from these guys. Like, they were the first guys that I put down, and we're still missing meteoric and then corrupted from the corrupt lobster. Anyways, there goes our cockatrice though. And oh, yo, it is a guaranteed thing. And then granting XP to pets is also really good. Now that we got to that though, let's go ahead and pick him up. And then I'm not gonna lie, if we go ahead and check the Aurora Vine, we have most of the mutations we actually need. Wait, and then we just got storm charged. Wait, what's storm charged? Let me actually search it up. Give me a second. Wait, storm charged is shocked, static, and then tempestuous. That's a 220x. Oh, and then if I'm not mistaken, getting that prevents us from getting cyclonic, meaning we can go ahead and pick up our griffins now. Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, we've pretty much already got all the mutations besides the pets we have placed down, except one. So let's go ahead and favorite this pupper up before I accidentally pick it up. And then the last thing we need is the apple gazelle. And do we only have one of these things? Or then wait, no, we also need the kappa. Oh, and then wait, that also reminds me, we also need the tanuki so that we can get moonlit. So the tanuki will get us moonlit, and then the kappa will get us bloodlit. And then the last pet mutation that we actually need besides them is the apple gazelle. So now, before our kappas and then tanuki's ability keeps going down, let's go ahead and pick them up. Then let's place our apple gazelles down. And the reason that I need 3 of these is because if we check out their abilities, harvesting sugar apple crops gives me a 2% chance to apply a warped mutation to a random fruit. And it's only a 2% chance, so like, that's why I want 3 of them to up it to like a 6% chance, you know? Let's plant a few sugar apple seeds down. Then let's hit them with a grow all. Then let's start going crazy on the sugar apples. Okay, nice. We already got warped on one. Well, I say already, but it took most of the sugar apples. Now I just gotta go ahead and trouble the sugar apple with warped out. Oh, nice. I did it first try. Let's go. So now I can go ahead and shovel these sugar apple trees. And bruh, I just realized that 27 reclaimers. What the troll? Anyways, we can now go ahead and pick up our apple gazelles, and then let's put our kappa along with our tanuki back down. Bro, and they keep failing for meteoric, and they failed again. Bro, they've been failing like for the last 2+ hours. They're low-key trolls. Also, I was just double checking all my mutations, and it turns out you actually can get cyclonic along with the storm charge thing. So our griffins are coming back out. Oh, and we only had 1 pet equip slot. Okay, here, low-key at this point, since I'm literally just waiting for all our pets to do their thing, I'm gonna give them all like an hour for their abilities to like continuously go off, and then when we get back, we should hopefully have most, if not all, the mutations, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and I actually ended up AFKing for about 2 hours, but unless I'm mistaken, we should have gotten all the mutations by now. So we got aromatic on this like random sugar apple here, we got meteoric on this other random sugar apple, and then we just got like a bunch of other mutations on the carrot and then the golden egg. So now let's go ahead and unfavorite the carrot, and now I just gotta give my Spinosauruses some time to do their thing. And since I do only have 2 Spinosauruses, I'm gonna place some mimic octopuses down to help the process go by a bit faster. And now all I gotta do is go back to waiting. Okay, and here we go. Everything should be fully transferred onto the Aurora vine. So let's go ahead and unfavorite it, and holy, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, since spaghetti counts as like 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40. We got 40 mutations on this thing. The only mutations we're actually missing now is like the super rare weather event ones like Celestial, and then admin mutations, which I obviously can't get those. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick this thing up, and it actually looks insane. Okay, but here goes nothing. I want to sell. This is the Brussels sprout, the newest divine in the game, only obtainable through the secret seed shop. And today I'm going to be getting every mutation on it to see if it's actually worth grinding for. And here we are. We might as well go ahead and get started. Let's plant this bad boy down. Then let's get the sprinklers. So we got a basic one, advanced, godly, master, and then finally a grandmaster sprinkler. And now before we actually grow the Brussels sprout, let's go ahead and get some pancakes out. There we go. That's 4 of them. Then let's get the mooncats out. And we got a total of 7 of these. And now before the mooncat's abilities actually go off, let's go ahead and hit a grow all. And whoa, wait, why does it grow so much? We already got a rainbow one? Wait, what? Okay, wait, this isn't good. I can't see like the actual stem of it. And that's kind of the reason I hit a grow wall, because like I needed to see the stem of it, you know? Bro, and look at all the mooncats just chilling up there. Okay, wait, low key, let's wait till like right before their abilities go off. Okay, there you go, their abilities are going off. Let's go ahead and pick up all the Brussels sprouts, and I need my trowel quick. Let's do this like right in the middle, garden, and then come on, hit a grow wall quickly. Come on, before they wake up. We made it in time. Oh, bro, what? What even happened to my garden? Bro, yeah, look at this huge one. It's literally as big as my garden. What? Okay, wait, let's go ahead and favorite tool that pupper up. Bro, yeah, look at that. It's literally like the size of everything. That's crazy. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pick up all the other Brussels sprouts. And nah, wait, this is a singular one? Okay, yeah, we will not be needing to do that again. Let's go ahead and pick up my moon cats. And I can't even see like the stem of it anymore. That's actually nuts. Also, I'll remove these sugar apples here in a bit, but I need them for something right now. So for now, they'll be staying down. Okay, wait, genuinely though, how am I supposed to get to this Brussels sprout? I need to move it. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to move it. Okay, that's all right. Now that we got the Brussels sprouts, let's go ahead and get started. So first order of business is turning this thing rainbow. So let's go ahead and place down my mega queen bee along with my butterfly. And now I need to get 5 mutations on this thing. And we got a wet one, a cloud touched one, a windstruck one, a honey glazed one, and then last but not least, we got a chocolate sprinkler. And if I place this down, will it even turn it chocolate? Like, it's so big, I don't know. Let's hope it does. Bro, I don't think it reaches. Wait, let's unfavorite tool it real quick and check it out. Okay, yeah, it doesn't even reach. That's an issue. Okay, wait, let's favorite tool it back up. And I guess I'll just use a verdant mutation spray on it. Why not? So there we go. This thing now has 5 mutations, meaning we just gotta wait for our queen bee to refresh the butterfly's ability so that we can then turn this thing rainbow. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and see how much these base Brussels sprouts sells for. Is this one the same size as this other one? No shot. And this one was already rainbow. Oh well. Let's go ahead and just sell this base 21 kg Brussels sprout. And I'm guessing this one's like about 3 times the size. So whatever this sells for, times that by 3, and that's the base price of this. 6 million. So I want to say what, like 18 million? The only issue there is I don't know if it's exponential or not. Well, I guess we'll see if it is later in the video when we go ahead and sell it, and let's just say it's kind of crazy. With that being said, all we got to do now is wait for our butterfly's ability to go off. Okay, and there we go. You can't really tell by looking at it, but if we go ahead and unfavorite it, it's now rainbow. Yeah, see, look at that rainbow. So let's go ahead and favorite it back up before I accidentally pick it up. And now let's move on to the mutation sprays. So we got cloud touched, bloom. I'm actually gonna hold off on verdant and wet, but then we also got amber, and that's actually it. It's more beneficial to hold off on the other ones like honey glaze, windstruck, and then shocked. You'll see why here in a bit. For now though, let's go ahead and get started with the pet mutations. So let's go ahead and pop out our Raiju, and then this guy will eat this conveniently shocked sugar apple and then spread static to the Brussels sprouts, hopefully. And to avoid him spreading it to the other sugar apples, we're gonna go ahead and pick them up here in a second. Before we do though, we need to go ahead and place some apple gazelles down. And what these guys do is every single time you pick up a sugar apple, they have a 2% chance to apply the warped mutation to a random fruit in your garden. And that's like a 75x, so we need that. So let's go ahead and start picking up sugar apples. And nice, we already got a warped mutation right here. Let's go ahead and trouble that sugar apple tree out of there. Let's put it right over here. And bruh, okay, I was gonna say, thanks to this Brussels sprout, it's so hard to move everything. Okay, but let's also go ahead and move the shocked sugar apple. And this is actually like so hard to position because of the Brussels sprouts. Okay, there we go. Oh, and then wait, we got sun-dried on the sugar apple. Wait, that's actually so good. I didn't even know we had that. Okay, wait, let's go ahead and carefully pick up all the other sugar apples to hopefully get some more warped mutations. Yo, and then we also have acidic. Wait a minute. We have some goated like mutations on these sugar apples. I just had them down because I needed sugar apples to ascend to the next level, but they're low-key putting in the work for us. Okay, yeah, on second thoughts, I'm actually gonna leave all these mutated sugar apples until our Raiju eats the shocked sugar apple. And then after that, before I move on, I'll just use my Spinosauruses to transfer like the multiple mutations we got on our sugar apples onto the Brussels sprout. Because that should actually save us a good amount of time. Especially since some of these mutations are like really rare, like sun-dried. It would be super hard to get sun-dried since I can't put like a tanning mirror by the base of the Brussels sprout sprouts. So that sugar apple having sun-dried is actually so good. Okay, and here goes our Raiju. Ideally, he gives us static on the big Brussels sprout, but if he doesn't, tis be alright. Okay, nice. There we go. And nice. You love to see it. So now that we got static, we can go ahead and pick it up along with our apple gazelles. And now, before I do anything else, I'm actually gonna go ahead and spinosaurus all the mutations from the sugar apples onto the Brussels sprout. And the reason for this is just so like I have a clean slate to work with, you know? Because like right now, if I were to start placing all my pets down, like their chance of applying like disco and whatnot to these other sugar apples would be a pretty high chance. And then it would just be even more work for our spinosauruses later on, you know? And I also have some mimic octopuses to help them out, so this honestly shouldn't take too long. Okay, and there we go. Thanks to all the mimics, we didn't have to wait too long. So now we can go ahead and reclaim the sugar apples. And then if we unfavorite it, look at how much mutations it already has. So it has rainbow, glimmering, warped, windstruck, amber, frozen, bloom, cloud touched, moonlit, static, sun-dried, and acidic. So that's literally already 12 of the mutations that we needed. So now let's move on to the good ones, the pet ones. Let's start off with our disco bees. These will obviously get us disco. Then let's move on to our corrupted kitsunes to get corrupt chakra or corrupt foxfire chakra. Next comes our lobster thermidors, and we actually got a tranquil and corrupted one of these, and they are still like the normal lobster thermidors where every 14 minutes we have a 20% chance to get molten, and then every 30 minutes we have a 10% chance to get meteoric, but they have like an extra ability which gives us a small chance of getting corrupted and then tranquil. And then since we do still have 2 pet equip slots, let's bring out our griffins. And just like the lobster thermidors, we got an aromatic one of these, which will give us a chance at getting aromatic. And then we also got a corrupted one. And then if you didn't know, the base abilities of the griffin is every 15 minutes it flaunts its wings and releases a cyclone. Pets struck have their cooldown reduced by 6 or 7, and fruits struck have a 10% chance to get the cyclonic mutation. And then they also have the corrupted and aromatic pet shard applied to them. And that is all the pets we can place down on this account. But now that we got the Raiju ability out of the way, let's go ahead and also apply the shock mutation spray onto it. And then we can go ahead and join in on an alt account so that we can place a kitsune down to get foxfire chakra or chakra. And hopefully we got foxfire chakra. We still haven't gotten that once. And after a bit of waiting, here goes our first round of pet abilities. So the first guy up is Simon, and he is about to get us disco first try. Look at this. Bro! Nah, he actually did it! Wait, and did lightning strike this other Brussels sprout? Huh, I guess it did. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key surprised that we got that first try. I was planning on picking up all the other Brussels sprouts like before their abilities went off, but I guess no more. We can go ahead and pick up our disco bees, bop and bop. And now our lobsters are also about to get us molten first try, bro. Trust. Our pets are gonna do the lock-in of the century here. Like, we're literally about to get everything first try. Bro, no! They failed. Okay, tis be alright. Now that we got another 2 pet equip slots, let's go ahead and get out our spaghetti sloths. And the reason that I'm bringing these guys out so early is because we actually need to get 3 unique mutations from them. So we need to get pasta, sauce, and then meatballs to make spaghetti. So like, since I need so much mutations from them, I might as well bring them out early, you know? And now, even though our lobsters failed, on the bright side, our griffin's abilities are about to go off. So let's hope we get cyclonic. It would low-key be crazy if we get that this early on. It's usually such a hard mutation to get. And I would usually like plant carrots around to like help the chances of getting it. But our Brussels sprouts are so huge, like I don't even think we'll need them. Okay, maybe we did need them. They both just failed. Wait, and what? Their abilities just went off, but they're about to go off again in another 6 minutes. The cooldown just got reduced by like 3x. I'm not complaining, but like that's just crazy. Some sort of glitch or something. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm just tripping. I forgot they have the aromatic shard along with the corrupted shard. Whoopsie. Bro, I was gonna say they're locked in, but I guess not. Okay, and here we go. I haven't been waiting for too long, but we should be getting corrupt chakra here in 3, 2, 1. plus 10,000 aura. I actually timed that perfectly, so we can go ahead and pick those bad boys up, stuff them into the bag. And now the next two pets I'm gonna go ahead and place down is our lemon lion to get brain rot. And this one is a guaranteed chance, so like I'll be able to pick him up in 5 minutes. And then I'll also go ahead and place our queen bee down. And the reason we're placing Georgie back down is because I need the pollinated mutation. And since the queen bee is level 75, I only have to wait 16 minutes for that. And then in only 18 minutes, it'll also do a refresh ability, which will refresh one random pet's ability. So like that'll save us even more time. And then it's only a matter of time before our kitsune goes out. And look at that, yup, it's already going out. So this will get us harmonized chakra. And yup, would you look at that, harmonized chakra, nice. So now we can go ahead and leave on our alt. And now we got a whole lot of more abilities that are about to go off. So we got our Griffin's abilities, we got the aromatic and then corrupted. And then we should also have corrupted and then tranquil from our lobsters if I'm not mistaken. And then in only like 5 minutes, they'll also try to apply meteoric. So wait, low-key, it's toy time. Oh wait, and no, they already failed that aromatic. That's not good. Bruh, and that corrupt too? Bruh, they failed that corrupt again? Okay, that's fine. If they succeed at meteoric, I'll be able to forgive them. Bruh, and they also failed at that. Where's our other lobster? Here he is. Come on, give us meteoric, please. Bruh, how do you fail at tranquil and meteoric? They're officially trolling. On the bright side, you know who isn't trolling? Our lemon lion, because we just got brain rot. So we can go ahead and pick him up, and let's replace him with a junk bot. And then this guy should get us the oil mutation, but it is a really low chance of succeeding, so I'm not too hopeful if I'm being honest. So now, in the meantime, while we wait for the rest of our abilities to go off, let's do a bit of decorating. And we're not just going to do any type of decorating. We're going to do decorating with gnomes. So let's place our candy blossom gnome down, rotate him, and then we'll put him in the corner. Also, while I'm placing all these gnomes down, I want to let you guys know that we're getting super close to 100,000 subscribers. And after we hit it, you'll never be able to say you were part of the OG 100K. So if you want to help your boy out and be an OG, make sure to subscribe. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of gave up on the gnome decorating and just spammed them all in one place. So like, yeah. On the bright side though, we did get meatball on one of our Brussels sprouts, which is another one of the mutations we needed. So that's a W, am I right? So now from our spaghetti sloths, we just need sauce and then pasta. And then wait, I only saw one pop up. We should have gotten two. So we got meatball on this Brussels sprout. What about on the big one? It's always so hard to check this one out too. The base of it is just in like such a weird place. Oh, it also got meatball. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. So now we just gotta wait for the rest of our pets abilities to go off. The griffin is about to go off. And did we get anything? No, I think it just hit a whole bunch of like pets. That is also another reason that I placed the griffins down like so early on, because they'll help like refresh our other pets abilities, you know? With that being said, it looks like there's still 5 minutes till our next pet's abilities go off. So I'm gonna go run a game of Clash Royale real quick. Okay, and I kind of got 3 crowned, but like, that's besides the point. We're about to get pollinated. Yes, sir, there it is. And then her refresh ability is about to go off in a minute. Imagine it refreshes like Shay's ability. That would really stink. Wait, no, that would actually like really stink. Wait a minute, let's give him a small toy. Not no big one. A small one should be more than enough. Oh, nice. We got oil. Let's go ahead and pick him up. And getting that first try is actually crazy. I can't even lie. When I first started getting the oil mutation using him, he would always troll. But like now, he's low-key been locked in. So now the next pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is our peach wasp. And then this guy in 25 minutes will guaranteed get us plasma. And then in the meantime, he'll help by reducing other pets' abilities by 60 seconds. So it's like another mini queen bee, you know? Okay, but here we go. Here goes the queen bee refresh ability. Let's hope she doesn't refresh the sloths. Wait, yes! Perfect! That's actually exactly what I wanted. She refreshed the peach wasp's ability, and we literally just placed it down. So like we literally got 25 minutes out of that refresh. Wait, and I just realized, I thought I was just lucky, but no, that's just part of her ability. She refreshes the pet with the highest cooldown. Okay then, I guess I am not as lucky as I thought I was. Tis be alright though. Let's go ahead and pick up our peach wasp. else, put them in the bag, and now we got another 2 pet equip slots. And I think for these, I'm gonna do a bit of gnoming. So if you didn't know, the reason I actually placed all these gnomes down is because there's a gnome pet, and they have like a super low chance of succeeding, but for every gnome we place down, they gain an additional 1% chance. So like, since I just placed like 20 plus gnomes down, they should have a pretty decent chance of actually getting the gnome mutation, you know? And then also, I'm low-key gonna go ahead and place these other gnome crates down. They'll just help me a tad bit in the future, you know? They'll give me an extra 3% chance of getting the gnome mutation. Bro, and nah, an hour and a half wait time is crazy. On the bright side though, both of our spaghetti sloths abilities are about to go off, so let's hope we get sauce and then meatballs. Or no, sauce and pasta. We already got meatballs. Ooh, and then we also got our tranquil lobsters. Bruh, and we got meatball again. And they failed at molten. What the troll? Okay, luckily Jay's got us though. Look at this. He's about to get a sauce or pasta. Or wait, that's Ollie, not Jay. Where's Jay? Oh, he's down here. He's about to cook up. Literally. Look at him stirring the pot. And bro, another meatball? What are actually the chances of that? Like what? That's just mad unlucky. I can't even lie. On the bright side though, we are about to have another chance in 20 seconds though. And Gigi is actually the goat. So like, there's no shot she fails. She failed. I've officially lost all hope in our pets. Nah, I'm just kidding. At this point though, I have been waiting on these pets for a decent amount of time. So low-key, I'm gonna just give them all like an hour. And then when I get back, we should hopefully have everything that they like offer. And yeah, look at that. They failed at corrupt, and then they also failed at aromatic. They just failed 3 times in a row. How's that even possible? Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna give all my pets an hour, and then when I get back, we should have everything, hopefully. We're back and we finally got corrupted. Like, we got everything else pretty early on, but corrupted, bro, that took forever to get. Now that we got it though, we can go ahead and pick up the rest of our pets. And then these boxes are done, so let's go ahead and open them. A zombie gnome, purple gnome, and finally, farmer gnome. I really don't know if any of those are good or not, if I'm being honest. But now that we finally got all the mutations that we were AFKing for, we can go ahead and start getting even more mutations. And let's actually go to mutation sprays because I actually missed 2 earlier. So we need a chocolate one since I couldn't use the chocolate sprinklers. Let's spray that. And then we also need a honey glazed one. And there's that. So now the first pet I'm gonna go ahead and place down is a golden goosey boy so that we can get the fortune mutation. Then let's place up a pterodactyl so that we can get tempestuous. Then we also need some chicken zombies so that we can get zombified. And I'm not gonna lie, we've low-key already gotten like a huge majority of the mutations that we need, but we still got a few more, so let's keep going. The next thing that we need is a kappa so that we can get bloodlit. And then we also need some jackalopes so that we can get the sandy mutation. So let's place 2 of those bad boys down. And these guys' cooldown is like really low, so we shouldn't have to be waiting for too long. However, while we do wait, let's go ahead and buy some carrot seeds. And then let's go ahead and scatter a few throughout the garden. And there we go. That's actually all the carrots I'm gonna place down. And if I'm not mistaken, we're now only missing 1 pet mutation. But for that one, I actually need to hold off till I pick up all my pets. So for now, I just need all of our pets to lock in. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I specifically said we're done with the pet mutations. Because after all our pets do their thing, we need to pick them up and then start combining mutations to make even crazier mutations. For example, we can get a mutation called Storm Charged, and that's Shocked, Static, and Tempestuous, and that's a 220x. So like, yeah, that's actually bananas. Not gonna lie, bananas are pretty good. Anyways, our Jackalope's abilities are about to go off, so let's hope we get Sandy on the carrot. Sandy to Brussels sprouts, but failed. Bruh. Okay, here we go though. I got faith in them. They won't fail us 2 times in a row. I guess I stand corrected. Okay, here we go. They do be saying 3rd time's the charm, right? Bruh. I guess not. On the bright side, our Kappa's ability is about to go off, so hopefully we get Bloodlit first try. Because if we check out his ability, he has a 10% chance to replace wet mutations with Bloodlit. So like, that would be really ideal if we get that. Come on, Kappa, do your thing, please. I'm assuming he failed. I didn't get no text pop up. Yeah, and all this stuff still looks wet. not bloodlit. Well, tis be unfortunate. It is only a 10% chance though, so that should have been expected. On the bright side though, we do still have 3 more abilities that are about to go off. We got a pair of pterodactyl, and no, he just applied windstruck. Sandy to carrot, that's good. But the windstruck thing is really bad because I needed windstruck plus twisted, and that would get us tempestuous. So let's go ahead and pick up the windstruck carrots. And then I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but let's go ahead and place down another pterodactyl. There we go. So we should for sure be able to get tempestuous in 10 minutes. And then we also got clay on this carrot, and clay is just wet plus sandy. And then to now turn it into ceramic, we're gonna need to put that mutation onto the big Brussels sprout, because then with the sun-dried mutation that it already has, it'll turn it into ceramic. So that's just why I held off on putting the verdant mutation on it again, you know? With that being said, we can go ahead and pick up our jackalopes now that we got sandy. And then our golden goose's ability is also about to go off. So Zaza is gonna lay a golden egg. Well, where's the golden egg? Oh, it's like inside the Brussels sprouts. Okay. We can now go ahead and pick Zaza up though. And now I'm gonna just once again go AFK for like another 10-20 minutes and let our pets do their thing. Also, I find the pterodactyl's ability so cool. Like, they let you jump higher, which is so cool. Okay, and bro, we're back, and I kid you not, that literally took like no time at all. We got everything first try except bloodlit, but then we even got that second try. So now that we got that, there's actually only one more pet mutation that we need. And for this one, we need to place down the loads of mandrakes. So let's get to plopping them all down. Then let's go ahead and plant one mandrake seed down, because that's all I'll be needing. Then let's watering can it up. And look at this, we're about to get rot first try. Let's go ahead and plant a mandrake seed down, water it up, and look at this, we're actually about to get rot first try. What'd I tell you? So now we can go ahead and pick those bad boys up again. And then it's spinnosaur's time. And if you didn't know, what these derpy looking guys do is they'll eat mutations from other plants in your garden, and then they'll spread those mutations onto favorited fruit. And since I do only have 2 of those, to help them out, I'm gonna go ahead and place a few mimic octopuses down. And now all we do is wait. Okay, and there we go. Everything has been fully transferred, and as you can see, we now have a bunch of new mutations. So like storm charged, I'm pretty sure that's like tempestuous, shocked, and then I can't remember the last one, but that one's a 220x. So now the last thing we gotta go ahead and do is add the verdant mutation spray to get paradisal. And now instead of picking it up, let's go ahead and magnifying glass it, because I'm pretty sure it's like capped out at the seed shop or something, or at the sell shop. So here we go, time for the moment of truth. 2.9 trillion. Nah, wait, that's actually crazy good. I did this exact same thing with the cocoa mango and it didn't even reach 1 trillion. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, these Brussels sprouts are so much better than the cocoa mango. Like, if you had to choose between Brussels sprouts or cocoa mango, definitely go for Brussels sprouts. Just like that though, we've officially gotten every mutation on the Brussels sprouts. Also, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100K.